Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's go a little
have
more.
to do another one.
And yes, I am alive. I guess continuity-wise, I just had some PC problems that let's just call them patched for now. Well, it's not solved, but we're getting there. Okay, it'll be fine. I'm sure.
As a great man once said, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you know, when I got inspiration going like that, I can just pour Jack Daniels into the PC, and I'm pretty sure we'll get there. That's liquid cooling, right?
I was gonna say, can't you use that as coolant because that's got a higher boiling point than normal water, surely.
There's going to be a billion reasons why that's a horrible idea.
Yeah. High-proof alcohol around highly combustible electronic components. What could possibly go wrong?
There'll be like 10% of the audience right now dying at home listening to that as an idea. They're like, it'll fucking kill the whole thing. But no, welcome. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Oh my God, 195. Almost to that 200. We're getting there.
We are. It's actually, we need to start planning for the 200th episode because we need to make this something special. We need to get like strippers and unicorns and like
invite literally everyone.
Yes, it's the only sensible way to do this thing. So we'll make that happen. And yeah, it's like barely a month away. So
exactly,
man,
getting close.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, hit us with some knowledge, Muller. Come on, I believe in you.
Well, I was gonna say because it seems all weird. Some people have said, "Did my Spider-Man video kill my PC?" And I was like, "Oh no, it's the other way around." Well, it's not.
Killed his PC and then made the Spider-Man video somehow anyway, powered by pure rage.
The logic was, I was like, "Oh shit, the PC is going to stop working out right any moment now, so I should probably make it as fast as possible, such that if I can't make anything soon, then at least I'll have done that." But no, I kind of finished it, and then the PC was like, "Hey, so what's next?" And I was like, "Huh?" And I tested, did a test stream, test recording, test video games, and like I can do a lot of stuff still without the core going to scary temperatures. So I was like, okay.
Do you feel like you feel like you're managing the power plant at Chernobyl using like a spoon, and yes, like, just eyeballing it.
I boot up like an indie game on OBS, and it's the temperature's rising. I'm like, it's not great, not terrible. Like, it's getting there. Just be careful. So yeah, I got the Spider-Man video out. And we're probably gonna.
That was some kind of record, by the way. Like in terms of like the quickness of you producing a video of a thing. I think even back in the days of Game of Thrones, you weren't this quick.
No, that's probably the fastest I've ever done. That was just 50 hours of non-stop work because I was panicking that my PC was going to break. So I was like, gotta do this as fast as possible. I even there's like a few things I would have wanted to add, but I couldn't because I was like, gotta go out in case it fucks up. Because I had to render it too. And when I hit render, I was just staring at my temperature tracker like, we're good. It did feel like
just like pouring liquid nitrogen onto it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you gotta make it.
But it's out. It's safe. It's safe.
It was,
it's all right.
And it's doing really well. Like you're getting a lot of traction on that video, and
getting a lot of
you're going against the prevailing wisdom, I will say. But
yeah, I pissed off a couple people, but that's cool. It's been a while, and I figured there's no way I could piss off more people with that one than I did with plenty of others. Like I think the Snyder Cut is still my most controversial video, probably.
Yeah. I mean, look, you're Mauler, okay? If you weren't a contrarian asshole who hates on everything, then you're not doing your job right.
Every time it comes up, it's like, does he like anything? Anything? I'm like, no. Don't tell him about Batman and Robin. Otherwise, it ruined my whole reputation. So anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just broadly just not that enthusiastic about the new Marvel, but there's always next Marvel that everyone's excited about, I think now.
Especially get excited for new product.
Exactly. But yeah, 95. This is another example of like, well, why don't I just go straight into the list and you guys can decide whether or not we're dealing with another notable year or not. Because my goodness. I'm looking at it. Yeah, okay, well, I'll give it the best shot, Let's maybe go through it a little faster so I can maybe survive this one. But anyway, you're gonna recognize some of these less so. we'll do it anyway. So Braveheart, Apollo 13, The Usual Suspects, Leaving Las Vegas, Dead Man Walking, to be fair, Sense and Sensibility, Babe, The Madness of King George, Richard III, Seven, Heat, Casino, Crimson Tide, Get Shorty, The Crossing Guard, Murder in the First, Kiss of Death, 12 Monkeys, Jumanji, Strange Days, Species, Johnny Mnemonic, The City of Lost Children, Village of the Damned, Die Hard with a Vengeance, GoldenEye, Batman Forever, Bad Boys, Mortal Kombat, Desperado, Waterworld, The Net. Remember that one? The Net.
The
Sudden
Net.
Death. Yeah, we can talk about that in a second. Assassin's Creed, The Quick of the Dead, Clueless, Friday, Tommy Boy, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, Billy Madison, Mallrats, To Die For, the Brady Bunch movie, Living in Oblivion, Hackers, Tank Girl, Showgirls, Before Sunrise, The Bridges of Madison County,
Oh yeah.
Toy Story, Pocahontas, A Little Princess, A Goofy Movie, Casper, Balto, The Indian in the Cupboard, Ghost in the Shell, Whisper of the Heart. Man, so many wonderful films. What would be your favorite, Drink? What would you pick there?
Oh gosh, I really like 12 Monkeys, but I think it's probably gonna have to be 7. That movie like gets you on a visceral level. That's a fucking good movie.
I think at that point it's like this Fincher guy.
He's going places.
Yeah.
We'll forget about Alien 3 and just move on from there.
Listen, it was a mistake, okay? But are you allowed to pick that? Don't you have to pick Braveheart?
I mean, I think I'm obligated as a Scotsman to pick Braveheart, but as like someone who has a somewhat vague understanding of history, like I'm
wow,
rough, man.
History's a painting or something.
It's but a canvas that we can paint our own ideas upon, as the BBC are wont to say. Like, yeah, a black Anne Boleyn. Yeah, sure, let's do that. It's fine.
I will say, GoldenEye to me does sort of it's just reaching. It's like, hey, you got to pick me, and I'm like, I mean, I might. I'll consider.
GoldenEye is so good. Like when we talked about it on Metal's Forge like a week or two ago, it was a genuine pleasure to relive that movie. Just think about all the great like set pieces and stuff, the really good character work that's done, and just how fucking good Pierce Brosnan is. Like, yeah, I enjoy watching him play Bond. I never enjoyed watching Daniel Craig play Bond because Daniel Craig didn't enjoy being Bond. No, Pierce Brosnan's my fave, but and then Toy Story is probably one that a lot of people might pick as well. Pretty influential, Genuinely good. I think Toy Story works so well, almost complementing the second and third movie. You know what I mean? Like they come as a package because you get the complete story of what they are. And where it takes like Woody and Buzz and Andy and all that stuff. Like the first one is great in its own right, but I think when you get the second and third one, wow, you've got just like one of the great trilogies.
So 4 and 5 don't complement, huh? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Brings us into the modern era. Lily pad, whatever the fuck.
Does.
So 95 was rather historic for cinema, much like all of these years, funnily enough. It seems we stopped getting historic eventually, and it's going to be very sad, but it altered how movies were marketed, distributed, and made. Toy Story is the first ever fully computer-animated feature film, revolutionizing the animated in animation industry, not animated industry. The industry wasn't animated, though I guess they probably would have been over all of this. Very good successes. I'd say, though, perhaps more tragically regarding this is it kind of signals the end of, or rather the beginning of the end of traditional cell animation, because 3D is going to kick the fuck off and basically be the norm for everything.
And I guess I would ask you, like, I know I don't want to hijack your segment, but if you had to, say, sacrifice the Toy Story movies and perhaps all the CGI animated movies in order to keep cell animation as the dominant form or format of animation movies, would you do it?
Ooh, that's a scary question, because there's way too many masterpieces we'd be losing from 3D. And that's the thing, though. I don't have any issue with 3D. I just wish 2D didn't leave. But then again, I also don't even... It's hard to be too blamey on industry to lose 2D when people just don't flock to it as much as 3D. Like, there's only so much you can do to try and keep something alive if people aren't interested in it. Or as interested, so...
I mean, I would harken back to like the Disney classics of things like The Lion King, which was like early 90s, so right on the cusp of that transition over to like the CGI animation, all that sort of thing. Still made an insane amount of money, and probably a movie that stayed with a lot of people long after the credits rolled. So like I think it can definitely be done. I feel like I would probably make that sacrifice, to have kept that traditional animation style around because it's gorgeous
Well, I mean,
in a way that like CGI can never quite equal.
you also want people who are talented making it instead of it just because that's another problem with 3D is it's just so ubiquitous everywhere, and you kind of get bored of it. Maybe the reverse would happen, but hey, don't worry about it because Lion King they updated it, they upgraded it to live action, so you're all good now.
They did upgrade it for modern audiences, so thank
Hell
goodness for
yeah,
that.
don't need to worry about that silly 2D shit. So I don't know if you know, but Babe and Jumanji actually pushed for a few limits there with animals. You got like full CG creatures as well as the lip sync shit started happening. Remember that craze, lip syncing animals faces with the voices in movies?
Yes. What was
Rather
what was that
uncanny.
Lars von Trier movie they did that with as well? Was it Antichrist?
Oh.
Where they have a deer that has like lip synced mouth movements and stuff, and it's really freaky. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it in live action. I think it's weird.
It is weird. But I guess it works for a lot of stuff for a while there. But I don't know. I can't think of the last movie I've seen that they've done that with. So you mentioned Seven being a potential pick for your favorite. It would be described as something that redefined the modern crime thriller with a bleak, desaturated color palette and gritty aesthetic, inspiring a whole bunch of movies to come after it. It feels like everyone knows Seven. Like everyone's heard of it in some way. It's quite influential. So good for Fincher, I suppose.
It is iconic. It is part of our cultural discourse these days. Rightly so, because it's a very interesting movie. Not the kind of movie that, like, I don't know. It's not the sort of thing you get excited to rewatch, but holy fuck, is it compelling the first time around when you don't know where it's going. It is one hell of a ride.
Well, and David Fincher, obviously, a lot of people know this, but he purposefully omitted Kevin Spacey's name from trailers, posters, and the film's opening credits, which was deliberate from a marketing strategy to shock audiences when his serial killer character suddenly appeared. I wonder if it doubles up as helpful these days to not know. I don't know. Wouldn't I gotta look to whether or not that's the case. Michael Madd's Heat marks the historic moment where Al Pacino and Robert De Niro went head to head while setting a new gold standard for heist filmmaking. Who doesn't love Heat?
I know. I mean, it's kind of laughable nowadays because they're both kind of fucking clowns. But like in the mid-90s, like they were arguably at their peak. In terms of the mythos around them, and like that was the crossover that everyone had been waiting for, and it was pretty fucking awesome. Heat is an amazing movie, incredible shootouts, great like storyline, great acting, great character development. I really like Heat.
And 95 was the definitive year that Hollywood attempts to understand the internet. Films like The Net, Hackers, and Catherine Bigelow's Strange Days create the cyber thriller subgenre.
I love the 90s view of what computer hacking was. Like it's so beautifully charming and innocent and just awesome. Like they had this great view of what the internet was going to be, and the horrifying reality is it's a bunch of retards like us arguing with people we've never met before. Like
well, yeah, there was a broad sort of, you're gonna get identity theft or virtual reality or like crazy surveillance stuff. Because remember, like,
we got the Lawnmower Man as well.
Yeah. There's all kinds of wacky attempts at being like, where's this gonna go? And then I guess we got the boring results in a way sometimes when you think about it. It's like, where's my crazy, wacky, CGI-fueled nightmare adventure?
Where's my Angelina Jolie dressed like she's an extra from Demolition Man?
Exactly. Still waiting. But anyway, why don't I give you 5 facts, and you've got to figure out which one's the lie.
Okay.
All right. So number 1. Toy Story. The Green Army Men were created with animators having nailed real shoes to wooden planks and spending days awkwardly walking around the studio to study the physical friction and weight distribution. Number 2. A Waterworld stunt double was lost at sea. After a massive search was launched, he was eventually found drifting miles from the set. Number 3. Angelina Jolie, Johnny Lee Miller, and Matthew Lillard were sent on an intensive 3-week mandatory training camp in London to learn how to aggressively skate in order to create convincing shots in Hackers. Number 4. The Battle of Stirling Bridge was filmed over a massive hidden network of modern plywood in order to protect the horses from potential injury. Number 5, in Babe, because real pigs have no facial muscles to express human-like emotions, the visual effects team built intricate animatronic pigs duplicates, and there was a joystick dedicated to the simple action of twitching a robotic pig's eyebrow to simulate sadness or joy.
I think it's the first one. I know it's not the second one because I know that's true. The Braveheart one, I think that's true because they were quite concerned about the horses getting injured during the cavalry scenes. So I think it's the first one.
You think it's the Toy Story one?
Yeah, I think that sounds fairly unbelievable. I feel like they could have animated that without needing to do that sort of thing.
Well, I'll go in reverse order. So the Babe, that one, that's true with the joystick, the sadness. The Hackers one with the mandatory training, that one's also true. The Waterworld one, you're correct, is true, which leaves Braveheart and Toy Story. And I have to tell you, Toy Story, that one actually happened. They did nail their sneakers to that. Now, the reason why the Braveheart one might have thrown you is because there was issues with protecting horses, but what I said wasn't true. The reality, at least in my... Remember, this is all very susceptible to change or to fuck-ups, because I do this, not with great research. But...
I've gone to Google AI, okay? That's best I can do.
The reality was the production constructed several... This, by the way, I think sounds less believable, but if you know, you know. Constructed several lifelike full-size mechanical horses built with internal steel skeletons covered in fake skin and real horsehair mounted onto hidden high-speed tracks driven by pressurized nitrogen gas.
Oh, yeah, that is true. I've seen that in the behind-the-scenes featurettes about it. Yeah, so like they basically... The scenes where they had to have the cavalry charge into the... in real life, they were called shieldtrons, but like basically a bunch of guys with spears pointing outwards. So they had to get impaled on it, and yeah, sometimes they would just fire this like lifelike horse onto the spears made of like a big long plank of, or big long tree trunk with a sharpened end. You can't obviously do that with real horses, so this was the best they could do without CGI.
These mechanical horses weighed hundreds of pounds and could charge down a track up to 30 miles per hour. When they hit the end of the truck or collided with a prop spear, a mechanical trigger caused the robotic legs to realistically buckle, throwing dummy riders from the air into the air. The special effects were so convincing, animal welfare inspectors heavily scrutinized the footage, convinced real animals were being slaughtered, and Mel Gibson had to physically show the investigators the behind-the-scenes footage of the mechanical rigs to prove no real horses were hurt.
Nice. Okay.
Which I think I remember now. It like unlocked a memory when I watched it as a kid, and it says in the credits like no animals were harmed. I remember being like, I saw animals harmed.
Yeah,
That's bullshit. It's like they can't say it if it's not true. Damn it.
I mean, like, yeah, Braveheart as a kid watching that, I was like, this makes me think medieval battles were just no fun. No bueno.
And there you have it.
Thank you, Mo. That was a beautiful series of facts right there. And yeah, I got that one wrong, so chalk that one up to you. We need to keep tally, actually, on, like...
To be fair, this is tough. I should reverse it, maybe, and see what happens with the all lies except one true approach, See what happens.
Yeah, I like this one as well. Yeah, medieval battles, well, they were not fun. Yeah, true. Yeah, funnily enough, yeah.
I will say, though,
not too many guys just, like, laughing their asses off, like, haha, I'm having a hell of a time here.
I kept an eye on chat and I saw like 2 people guess that number 4 was the fake one, so I think that was the toughest one yet. Most people thought it was 3 and 1, I think. Yeah. You did well.
Well, excellent stuff, my friend. Shall we bring in our bar? We can talk about other things.
I suppose we can. Open the doors.
We've been going for like 20 minutes and we haven't even brought anyone in yet. God damn. All right, welcome everyone to the bar. Greg Owen, Real Fake Wizard, Despot of Antrim, and the Misery Machine, aka It's a Gundam. Welcome, my friends. It's good to have you back as always. Hello, how you all doing?
What's up, guys? Swell.
Good. I hope you were illuminated by all of Muller's facts there.
I was keeping up on the recent news of another unfortunate incident of a woman that resembles a man stabbing people in England. I was shocked and mortified, but these facts really brought me back.
You can always rely on Gundam to bring it down to earth.
This story, I thought you were going to weave it in and be like, turns out Mel Gibson made a mechanical person and it wasn't actually.
It turns out Mechanical Gibson crap my brain.
Mechanical Gibson.
Well, anyway, it's good to have all of you guys here. So, the interesting thing about this week in particular, right, is that fuck all interesting has actually happened. So it makes for a challenge and a half when it comes to doing a pop culture show like this, but it's okay. I have trawled the depths of the internet and I have found stuff for us to discuss. So, you guys, some of you
we're
guys
watching
here.
Three Girls, One Cup.
Well, we can do that actually. You know,
That's a
like,
very
who can-
dated reference.
It's deep. It's deep. Well, you said you went to the depths. It's as deep as I know.
It cuts deep, but you know what? It cuts hard as well. And if you can stomach that, then you can deal with pretty much anything. But I do have other retarded stuff for you to watch. So, first up, some of you guys might be familiar with the concept of dogs, right? They're a nice thing to have. Some people have them as pets. I've been known to have a couple myself, actually. Look, there's one behind me. Wait, you can sort of see it. She's just like a black.
Where's the
lump
shock
there.
collar?
Yeah, where's the shock collar?
Hey, Lara.
Please.
Lara, are you alive? Damn, that is
A little
impressive.
too much zap.
Just a little
Lara, do you
zapped
want a
out.
treat? Hey, there you go. Treat is what you need to say. Anyway, so there are dogs. They all come in different shapes and sizes and varieties. We know them as breeds, and they're all bred for different purposes. But some have been known to be a little bit aggressive, others not so much, and everything in between. John Bernthal, however, he decided to weigh in on this whole discussion about the nature of dogs and how we can be a little bit biased for or against certain breeds. So let's hear what he has to say when it comes to pit bulls. And I'm not talking about Pitbull, the pop act either. He's awesome though. I want to bring him in for this at some point. Anyway, let's go.
The
This is very
greatest,
relevant
and they're,
because
they're
So the
unbelievably
myth
well-trained.
of the pit bull.
Some people might say that pit bulls are kind of dangerous dogs and they're bred for fighting. Well, you know, John Bernthal's going to educate us otherwise. So let's see what he's good.
Is a lot of bullshit.
People got to stop that
They
shit.
got to stop.
People
that.
got to stop that
Pit
shit.
bulls don't attack.
No,
and,
man.
yeah.
It's just racism. It's just dog racism. You know,
Right.
I think to be afraid of a breed of dog is completely ridiculous. It's like being afraid of somebody for their race or their sexual orientation. It's completely ridiculous. And I
Right.
think if
Which
you see
I'm
somebody,
absolutely
look,
afraid of.
If
If
like,
I see a
okay,
group
people,
of
they're
black men,
terrifying.
I see a group of black men walking down the street, I cross, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
pit bull bites you, it's got to suck. You know what I
Right.
mean? But they're no more likely to bite you than a Chihuahua or any other breed of
Right,
dog. And
right.
It probably has
Chihuahua
more to do
doesn't
with
hurt.
who owns them and how they.
I mean, like,
It's
I'd rather
gonna
get
suck
bitten.
if they bite you.
I'd rather get bitten by a Chihuahua than a pit bull. To be fair,
Tears the
But, okay.
faces off of babies, but you know it's gonna suck. That's it.
I mean, yeah.
Let's see. What
They
he
were
has to say.
trained.
Yeah, I think that a
Gonna be a
lot of
little ouchy.
knuckleheads, unfortunately, are attracted to that breed of dog. And to me, you know, when I see some wannabe gangster getting pulled down to Venice Beach by his pit bull, and I'm like, you feed that fucker, and he's pulling you down the, you know, to me, that's not manly or strong at all. You know, I think you got to train your dog.
I mean, he's right in that you have to train your dog, but you also have to recognize what they are. Because I'll just put this out there: like, I have 2 greyhounds. I've obviously talked about them on Open Bar before. I recognize those guys are hunting dogs, right? That's what they're bred for. They see a target and they fucking go for it. And that's why whenever I take them out for a walk, I never ever let them off the leash, because I know if they see a rabbit or a squirrel or anything like that, or even a smaller dog than them that will fit in their mouth, they are going to go after that like a meat-seeking missile. And that's just recognizing what dogs are and what they're bred for. But I don't know, like, have you guys had experiences like this? Seems like John Bernthal's going off on one, and I don't really know why.
As a man who's been attacked by a pit bull, I confirm that I'm racist towards them. I don't give a rat's dick. I'd shoot a pit bull right between the eyes if I had the gun, and then I'd shoot the owner too for good measure. How dare you, sir? This is a white neighborhood. If you don't know, I'm on the neighborhood watch. I'm sorry. My rant.
No,
Yeah.
man. You look at like It's I like the idea of, you know, people need to train their dogs, because, and that's a very real talking point, and especially in the West, people don't train their dogs, but that's
They don't train
why
their
you
kids
have
either.
Well, hey, that's very
Nothing
true.
pisses me off more than like someone who, like, you're walking in the park with your dogs and then someone else has theirs off a leash and like
Yeah.
it clearly does not give a fuck what they have to say and it will just go charging around wherever it wants. And then it comes at your dogs and ends up getting bit and they act like you're the one who's at fault. It's like, you can't control it, man. If you can't control it, don't let it off the lead. Like, that's just, it's that simple.
And that's why I keep my toddlers on a leash. I keep them on a little backpacks with a leash on it. You can just yank
way
those.
to do
They go running. You yank them back. It's great, and it's a
you've got
padded
leash
backpack, so
kids?
they fall right back onto it. They don't get hurt. It's fantastic.
I have an interesting video that should support what we're talking about. I put in the private chat just now from a
what's
professional
this?
dog trainer.
Oh, is this the one that's like been doing the rounds as well? Like, is
Caesar
there,
Could
Milan?
possibly be. I planned ahead.
is there a way I can share this actually so that people will see it?
Yeah, click the little television button at the bottom and share screen.
Yeah, all right, let's see. Yeah, let's do it.
Hell, maybe I could do it.
No, I actually should be able to do it from here. People should be able to see that. Okay, cool. Blah, blah, blah.
I've already got it up.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do this.
No sound, big man.
Oh, why is it not coming through?
Let's give me a shot.
You
Let's
might
see
have
if I
to
got
share
it.
again.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's weird. Why is the sound not coming through there? Sorry. Yeah. Stop sharing. All right, there it is.
Welcome back to
Hear anything?
Bluegrass. It's beautiful July
There it is, yep.
afternoon. I'm out
Yeah.
with Max. Max is about a 5.5-month-old pit
If
bull
my
mix.
chat yells at me.
And for the rest of this video, we won't talk so much about pit bulls exactly. We'll just talk about big square-headed dogs because all of the big square-headed
Like that's
dogs
how he describes them.
kind
Big
of have at some
square-headed.
point in their origin story
That's wasted.
ancestors who were bred to fight other dogs or fight game animals or engage in some other type of exhibitionary violence. Okay, and so just to jump right to the end of this video, yes, it is the breed. Okay, it might not be the specific breed that follows the bloodlines as they're outlined in the breed registries. Okay, but it's the type. Okay, and we all know the type. It's like
It looks like the
Supreme
goodest of
Court,
boys right there,
talks
though.
About pornography.
chill.
You
Yeah.
know it when you see it.
Oh, that's because it was trained by this guy and not an angry
Yeah.
black dude in Compton. He's not high on gunpowder.
I know a pit bull when I see him. Right? And from my perspective, listen,
I
I got a
can't
lot
believe
of
you said that,
buddies
Mahler.
that like this kind of dog. And they really generally don't have any problems with them because they never forget what kind of dog they are and they manage them in a way that's appropriate for the type. But somebody just sent me a video, news story, where a lady had a dog like this and killed her baby.
Jesus
And
Christ.
she was there.
Damn.
She watched it happen and she couldn't control the dog. Right? Okay. So people will get a dog like this and they'll be like, well, if you train it right or if you raise it right, then it won't do that kind of stuff. Well, that's not necessarily true, number one. But then number two, most people that have dogs, they don't really do that good a job of training them, right? And
That's
they
like
definitely
me.
don't do that good a job of managing
Yeah,
them.
you're right there.
So
That's me.
that's kind of a silly argument, right? So when you have these kind of dogs and they're running around killing your neighbor's dog, they're biting a mailman, they're killing babies in front
Jesus
of their moms.
Christ.
Uh,
This really took a dark turn. I'm sorry, Chad. I didn't really proof watch.
No, I remember
you
watching
just
this.
have to accept.
Really valid point. It's like, look, these. If you get a dog that's bred for fighting, guess what? Fighting's what it's going to do. Like, and you have to keep a very close control over it. And if you
No,
don't-
you guys are
Very
all just
well.
dog racist.
You're dog racist.
yeah.
I
But
certainly am.
It's just and the thing is, it's unfair to the dog because, like, if I wanted a dog that was going to defend like property or like a certain area or like fucking, it's going to fight other dogs or whatever, fine, you get something like that. If it's like I just want to like take it for a walk in the park and just have a nice chill family dog, hey, you get something like a golden retriever with a nice placid temperament, and you understand like that's the way they're bred. You know, you don't try and like mold them into something that they're not. It's stupid. And like you're setting them up to fail, and you're setting like everyone around you to be in danger from this thing.
Yeah, well, what I'm taking from this is
It's
that
like
I already
people-
knew gentle parenting was bullshit for kids, but apparently it's bad for dogs too. So it's a failure of a philosophy all the way around.
I think it's I don't know. People get lulled into a false sense of security with any pet, really, but with dogs in particular. Like, they see a cute furry animal that's just wagging its tail and it's happy to play with them and stuff. But it's easy to forget these things are predators. Like, it's it's what they evolved to do. And yeah, they might be domesticated to a certain extent, some more than others. But like, you should never ever let your guard down around them and never disrespect them, never mistreat them or anything, or set them off, because all it takes is like one trigger and they're gone, you know. And like, that's it's just something people forget, man.
Before you know it, Fluffy's just shredding a squirrel, man. It was terrible.
It's good you went for squirrel instead of baby.
I mean, honestly, like, Smokey is like a great dog, but he got hold of a chicken one time in like a farmyard, and it was like beach scene from Saving Private Ryan. There was bits of it all over the place, because that's what he's been trained to do. Like, he's bred for that. He's a hunting dog, and he was a racer. Like, he's a greyhound. So they're chasing a fucking rabbit all around the track. When they get their hands on it, of course they're going to kill it, you know? And so I didn't blame him for it. It's just what happened.
It's funny, though, from like, first of all, I'd love to see Bernthal and this guy have a chat about pit bulls, just see what happens. But also just it seems like our era has been obsessed with, like, we've got to erase all prejudice. It's like, well, maybe some of it exists for good reason, and that we shouldn't even want to erase it, because I've mentioned this like years ago, but it's like a favorite memory of mine in a weird way. But when I had to walk back home from like college at certain points, there was like this super narrow pathway that was covered in all kinds of everything. So it was like super dark as well, even at daytime.
And then a gypsy tried to read your fortune. I hear you.
Well, sort of ignore that when you go through, you know. You just like, But there was a time.
You're going to die in 7 days. Like, yeah, whatever.
It takes like 3 minutes to go through the full pathway. So halfway through it, there's this really short, thin, tiny woman going the other direction, and it's like one way. And I was just like, to be clear, I'm 6'4", I'm a pretty big guy, and so I was just like, so she's terrified probably, especially with how dark it is, and I could probably kill her. It was be known.
I love how that was a thought that occurred to you. I could probably kill her.
Well, my thought was, it was prompted by the fact that she looked uncomfortable, and I think she was deciding whether or not she would keep going or turn back. And I was just, in my head, I wasn't like, wow, that's prejudice. Because in my head, I was like, yeah, I get it.
Like, Mahler stops this woman. Mahler stops this woman and says, "Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you."
It was the three-piece fitted suit and the gas mask that really put her off. You know?
That's right.
It's funny you say that. I only realized this after, because we passed over, everything was fine. No murder took place. But I looked down and I realized I was wearing a Mighty Mouse t-shirt. So I was like, but the problem is it was so dark. I was like, if only she saw the Mighty Mouse t-shirt.
I think she did see it. It made it even weirder.
Here I come to save the day.
Fear not, milady. I shall protect you.
But point being, if someone said, "Isn't it horrible that she had that kind of prejudice?" I'd be like, "Nah, it makes sense. I think it's fine, and she probably should keep that kind of prejudice, if anything."
I like this one as well. Did you take the chicken home and cook it for dinner? I could have, but there was not enough of it to take anywhere. It was just bits all over the place. It's it was brutal.
I think it's like it's a weird pride thing. I think with some of these pit bull owners, like Bernthal gives that off of just like, yes, everyone knows that they're dangerous. It's in their DNA. They have instincts. But I am special.
I'm such a badass. I'm the Punisher.
Raise them well enough. It's all the other lazy people that don't know what they're doing. But I know how to raise these dogs correctly. So that's all you need is just a loving touch, and then they're just a heckin' pupper, and it's wonderful. Nah, they're fucking dangerous.
I honestly feel like him playing the Punisher is terrible because he's become so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
He's kind of gone down that road, yeah. He's been absorbed into the Hollywood mindset, and now he's not a pussy, but like,
he's the edgy version of the guy who plays Hulk, the gay dude.
Yeah, he's like pussy adjacent now.
Not as bad as Jonah Hill, though. Did you see the clip? I mean, we're slow. You want to play the clip of Jonah Hill talking about how he's been taking Brazilian jiu-jitsu and he'll beat somebody's ass now.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're in trouble on the Punisher if you're like, he's not as bad as Jonah Hill. You're like, oh, shit.
That is sad, because like Jonah Hill was like, he's always going to be that fat kid from fucking Superbad. That's the thing. In his head, that's all he's ever going to be. And like, as much as he tries to act like he's a badass now because he's like learned a martial art, it's like we know exactly what you are deep down. It's sad, but like that's what it does to you, man. Like that guy's got fucking issues.
Man, I wish I got to be a fat rich kid.
Yeah.
Is this microphone still on? Ah, shit.
Anyway, that was the sort of weekly dog hour with the open war. We've given our thoughts on that.
Thank you, John Barenthal.
We absolutely destroyed him.
We solved dog racism, you guys.
We did it. We did it.
It's over.
Anyway, I suppose I should also talk about, well, Spider-Man Brand New Day has done rather well at the box office. In fact, it's been out for, what, a week now? Yeah, basically a week. Yeah. And it's now sitting at $1.18 billion. Which is not bad. Not a bad old turnout for that movie. Where the hell is it going to end up? Is it going to do $2 billion overall? I mean, I knew it was going to do good, but I would have expected like it would be at 1.1, 1.2 billion by the end of its run, not like a week in.
There's nothing else on.
Is that it? What, there's the Odyssey? That's the greatest movie of all time ever.
All time ever.
11
from what I've been told.
But even like it's got almost all of August that there's nothing competing with Spider-Man. We have End of Oak Street, which is a J.J. Abrams Bad Robot, Anne Hathaway dinosaur movie. We have Ice Cream Man. I think that came out this week, but that's getting dogpiled for having AI in it. There is nothing else for a long time. So Spider-Man is now in the territory that all of the Disney shills said that Mandalorian and Grok was going to be at. $2 billion is in play, and it was for Spider-Man.
I mean, what the hell is this going to do? Like, because I've asked other people about this, like Az and stuff. Like, what does this do for Marvel? Right? It's like, okay, fine. Like, Spider-Man is theoretically part of the MCU, but it's not really because it's a Sony production. Like, they own the rights to it. They're getting like 75% of the box office revenue from this, so it doesn't really help Marvel in that respect. But what does it then do for like Avengers Doomsday? This movie being this crazy, insane box office triumph. Will it help it, or is it just no? People are just excited for Spider-Man, and that's it. They'll go in their own way.
I think this might be people excited for Spider-Man. He's linked to Ziandra. They've all got huge Instagram following. The Zoomers are in on it, even though I admit I can't get into Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried to steal it and watch it. I got mad. I wasted the bandwidth.
Yeah. I mean, he's in his own place right now. I guess Spider-Man plus Tom. I mean, for all we know, I don't know what happens if you switch him out or if you.
You switch him out, his career's over.
Well, I don't mean for him. I mean for like the box office of a Spider-Man movie. The like how much he's important to it versus Spider-Man. But I mean, it seems like goodwill's been built up from Spider-Man films, and I don't know if it does anything for Doomsday because there's just no connection of Spider-Man to Doomsday right now, marketing-wise.
Is he going to be in it?
Well, I don't think he's in Doomsday.
I mean, Spider-Man is small potatoes, so I mean, clearly, they came out and looked dead into the fucking camera and told you that this doesn't have anything to do with the universe. So
I think part of that though is there's been okay, so we know that they've been paying attention to what people have been saying online, just to give them a little bit of credit, because they've said that. And then that whole small potatoes line, like, it's an absolute insult to the audience. It's an insult to Spider-Man, like all of that, yes. But I think what they were trying to do was to establish, like, this is New York.
Oh, bloody hell.
The pit bulls, man.
My God.
I think this was to establish, like, this is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. This is not the overworld. We're not doing multiverse with this story. We're just right here. And it was a terrible execution.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Of it as well. By the way, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
I think you're coming.
I've had to switch to my shitty computer mic. For some reason, my Rhodes mic wasn't working.
I love how you've been on open bar for 40 minutes. No one's heard you say a single word.
I didn't say much. I had nothing to say about pistols. But the meta of it is ridiculous as well. You've got a character, and let's face it, Yelena is a field character from a field movie. You know, her movie was the Thunderbolts, which
it was dog shit.
Bomb, and she's turning around to fucking Spider-Man saying, "You are small potatoes," and it's like this is embarrassing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why
it
it
was
like having Florence Pugh in like a swimming pool was going to be exciting for people. It's like, come on, man. We've seen what she's got to offer there, and it's not impressive.
And also that whole scene itself was. Oh, I think there's an echo.
I think it might be Despot, maybe.
Two
might
seconds,
need
let me see if I can sort this issue out. I'm gonna take off again for a minute.
Sorry.
we get him once per 40 minutes, okay?
I was told the future was going to be seamless and cool, and it fucking sucks.
The net
And
has lied to us.
And things were supposed to get easier with tech, right?
Yeah.
Live streaming, man, honestly. It's like, who would do it? Nightmare.
Well, we were talking about like the tech shows, like some of the stuff they can't predict. I remember I was watching about 10, 15 years ago, I was watching Swordfish. You guys remember that one with Hugh Jackman what the hell's her name? Anyway.
Halle Berry.
That's right. There was this one scene that jumped out to me because he's being told like, you got to hack into this. And he's like, I can't do it. It's 128-bit encryption. And I remember watching it, and at the time I flipped over to GoDaddy, and GoDaddy was like, for $15 a month, you can get 128 encryption. Like, it's this brand new cool thing. And they're talking about like it's top level government. I just looked it up a second ago. Standard SSL now is like 2048. So just old tech movies are fabulous to watch that shit.
It's great, yeah. Because he had to hack
file is
into a
3 gigs. I
database.
can't carry that much around. That's crazy. That would take an entire server room.
It's great because as well, like his opening test to see if he can hack into this database is like he has to do it at gunpoint while he's getting a blowjob from some random girl in a nightclub. You will not get away with that shit nowadays, man. And we're worse off for it, okay?
Yeah.
And yeah, Halle Berry did get them out, which is nice because they were worth it.
It was a lot of money, if I remember right. It was like $250,000 or some shit. It was like this big to do that how much money she got to be topless for 30 seconds.
Yeah, $300K to get them out, and I thought it's probably money well spent. I think you'll get that back in box office revenue.
And that's in 2001 numbers. Hell, that's $5 million in today's inflation.
Yeah.
Who the hell knows how much that is?
Yeah. Don't doubt the inflation, bros.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how you have to measure box office revenue based on that. Because if you don't incorporate inflation and just the fact that ticket prices have actually just been bumped up insanely high, you don't get a true measure of how popular a film even is now. Without that.
Well, hey, since last week we had different guests, Drinker, why don't we ask these fellas what they thought of the new Marvel?
Give us the Marvel thoughts. Yes.
Greg, go first.
New Marvel or just Spider-Man in general?
That's what I mean. Spider-Man, yeah.
I thought Spider-Man was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed what they did with the character. I like, actually, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I liked the new MJ. They made her less horrible and annoying and abrasive. Everything other than Jean Grey, like that whole side of the movie sucked because they just forgot what morality means. If you have a traumatic childhood, you can just kill people and that's fine. But the character progression of Spider-Man, his interaction with Punisher, I really like the fact that they worked through the theme of, is it heroic to do things by yourself or is it heroic to have a team? You know, which of those things is the right way to go? And they did it without throwing a bunch of therapy speak at the camera or telling Spider-Man you're a piece of shit for thinking that you should be a hero by yourself, whatever. So I like the way they handled the character. I thought it was a really fun movie. What it does for me for Marvel, though, it's a moment of lucidity in your dementia riddled grandmother. Like, you know, it's not real. It was great for a minute, you know, she remembered your name, that's lovely, but it's you know, you don't get fooled.
We went dark there.
We got Peter Parker's back, Grandma.
At least I didn't talk about killing babies. I mean, come on, like
that was your failure.
No, but that's a racism about the killing babies. It's Pipples don't do that.
They only do it occasionally, okay, and it's the
Yeah, they
failing
only
of
do it
the
sometimes.
and it's the babies who failed to set proper boundaries for the pit bull. Okay,
That's
so,
right.
Yeah.
What
What
would
did they
dingoes?
say? You know, did
Hey,
they
oh, that's a throwback right there.
antagonize?
I love how Despot is like struggling to like figure out streaming. He's only been doing this for like several years at this point.
Well, yeah, Gundam got fucking murdered by a dog on just after the pitbull section. It's a shambles, is what it is.
What are you doing?
I like he froze on that image, by the way. He's up to something. You can't trust that guy. Look at him.
Fuck it, I'm calling it quits on this open bar. It's a
We tried.
Shut it
It's
down.
a failure. We tried.
Now, you know what though, with like Spider-Man, I can't watch Mahler's video yet. I can't do it. Normally I can. I can't do it this time because I want to see the movie again and just enjoy the little pieces of it that I did enjoy one last time before the veil is lifted and I see what it really is underneath. Like, you know,
Oh, why
there was
can't
a
you just
line-
let people enjoy things?
Yeah,
damn it?
just let people
Sorry.
enjoy things.
I did. You could just not watch it. He's doing
No, this. Yeah,
No, it's important though. I think like we need to be able to still break those things down. So whereas I'll say like there were scenes that I liked with Peter Parker. There's scenes out of the movie that are good in isolation. I think at the larger problem with this film is that they plussed it to death because it's too many different movies for all of these scenes that were filmed that there was no cohesive script. And then in the end, they just puzzle piece jam this thing together. It just so happened that this one is making $2 billion. They got lucky. But it was the same thing. They just had Spider-Man attached and they got lucky with it.
Muller, do you think people will come round to your way of thinking with enough time?
Not my way of. I just mean like I would assume this movie's going to age badly, like very badly. Especially, I think worse than the other Spider-Man as well, because not even like a week in, people are already talking about like, isn't it weird that Peter has his like fucking security system spying on every citizen of New York? And it's like, yeah, it's a bit weird. Like, is it weird that Jean got into the minds of people like Frank Castle, Bruce Banner, and she treated it as like a joke because her trauma like outclasses theirs apparently, which seems impossible and disrespectful. And it's like, yeah, it's not great. Like, is it weird that Frank Castle and Peter Parker abandoned Bruce to a psychiatric hospital? Like, they don't explain the situation. It's like, that's kind of weird. And there's just loads of these sorts of things. And then, of course, all the Jean Grey discussion. I don't know if you guys have been keeping some track of people having trouble criticizing Jean Grey. It's like, she's a morally gray character. It's like,
No, she's just pure evil.
Yeah, it's,
pure
like,
evil, yeah.
It's when they try to like come up with the the guy that she walked into traffic is like he survived because like you see him in the end credits and it's like, motherfucker, you're missing the point. Like, even I'll concede, like, you know, say I'll entertain this idea for the purposes of the argument. Okay, say he does survive, right, and he got through that. Okay, even though his brittle old bones like could take a high-speed collision at like 50 miles an hour, she thought he was going to die. From her perspective, she was walking him into like a moving vehicle and she was going to kill him. Even if he survives, it's only because he was lucky. From her perspective, she didn't give a fuck if he got killed. That was an innocent civilian she was just willing to kill.
Yeah.
One of many that she's willing to kill throughout this movie. Why? Because she's sad because her sister got killed. It's like, well, okay, I sympathize with you for that thing happening. That's a horrible thing. It doesn't give you carte blanche to just go around murdering people, though. I'm sorry, that's not how the morality works.
It's also worse than that because she's not killing them for any other reason than to shock value, terrify Spider-Man. That's the only reason she's killing those specific people in those moments. That is evil, villain, irredeemable territory.
Yeah, no, had
she just got lucky that Spider-Man was able to save all those people. But otherwise, that's attempted murder.
If she killed him for fun, it would probably be better. She killed him to torture Spider-Man and to make good on her threats for MJ, to show like what I can do to MJ, I'll do to this old man. It's just like, oh wow, that's sadistic, man. It's really bad. And you know, the thing about this, maybe this opens a discussion on like the nature of just how you sort of weigh an enjoyment factor, an entertainment factor versus just the sort of the breakdown of what even happened. Because I think you can rationalize almost anything. When I saw the one that said Jean Grey has the power to get into people's heads, to understand them and their history, and therefore if she's throwing anyone in front of a car, you should probably assume they deserve it because she'll know. Like that I've got.
That's quite the leap, sir.
Well, I replied to that tweet, so I was just like, we've reached the discourse point now where the old man deserved to be thrown in front of the car.
I saw one that said it's okay. He's probably a Republican.
It's
Yeah.
My God.
And that-
People in
that's what I
China
mean,
point now, it's like, it's okay, it's a man, so it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
'cause- I mean, it's a good point, because it's like, that would never, ever be fucking done to an old woman. Never.
Right.
I feel like Philip K. Dick already wrote a dozen stories about why it's bad to turn over all moral decisions to just one all-knowing entity or person. Like, we've already covered this in sci-fi for decades, so these arguments are fucking stupid. I agree with Wizard that this is going to be a bad second watch. I'm afraid of that because I enjoyed it the first time. I went to the theater with my kids. I had a great time, but I am a little worried that you watch it again and it is going to fall apart because, like, when they have the conversation and Jean's like, why are you working for damage control? Don't you know whatever? And Spider's like, what? Like, they seem like good guys. At that point, she should have just said, they captured my sister and they killed her, or they're holding her or something. But she just, but then the rest of the plot can't happen. So, like, I know when I watch it again, it's going to bug the hell out of me. So I'm with Wizard. I want to hold on to the good memories for just a minute because if I watch it again, I'm going to think, God damn,
It's worse than that. Spider-Man is super famous, so everybody knows him as being a hero. He doesn't like work for damage control. Isn't that the guy you say like, "Hey, help me"? Like, you know,
he's a
here's
bona
the
fide
situation.
superhero for a decade. He's done very provably, explicitly heroic shit. Like, he saved the universe.
He
with
should
the
be
Avengers.
like the most approachable person with a problem like this.
Yeah,
like,
and because like I've seen the counters for this. Because to be fair, I've gotten stuff wrong. Everyone does, but like there's a couple of things that, like I said, it can sort of cloud rationality a little bit. People be like, well, you've missed more that she doesn't trust anyone. That's why she wouldn't try that with him. It's like, wouldn't even try it with a bona fide altruistic superhero. Not even, she's going to opt for torturing him immediately instead of trying that. Just see what happens. It doesn't even cost her anything to try it. And then, like on top of it, it would be like, you don't understand the character. Jean is not only, she doesn't feel a thing because of just how like broken and depressed she is from losing her sister, from knowing she was like tortured and destroyed, so she wants revenge and all this sort of stuff. I was like, once you rewatch it, you'll find out she didn't even know that she was dead. She knew that she was kidnapped. And then, I assume you guys have seen this, it's like, to be clear, all she knows is her sister was taken away by a governmental institution after mind raping people.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Like, that's actually okay. You shouldn't be able to take control of people's autonomy at will. That's actually a bad thing. And so her getting
that off
captured
as
is
being
not
such
even
a good thing. Like, that scene is played off as if them testing their powers and hijacking people's agency, which is the key word.
Oh, it's fun.
It's a fun thing. It's okay. We're just learning how to use our powers. What?
Well, remember, if she does it with anyone, they deserved it. Because they're awful people or something.
That was another scene that even in the theater cracked me up because they tackle her sister to the ground. There's a bunch of armed guys. Jean is running. She's like 20 feet away and she's screaming her sister's name, and none of these guys, like, her sister just causes her to walk slowly away to a tree, and then when she wakes up, they're all just gone, and nobody went, hey, who's that kid running toward this girl whose name we just tackled? Like, no,
it's crazy.
They
random
already
civilian.
had a dossier on. They already had information on her too.
Well, and also just the fundamental, had she jumped straight into Metzger, the whole film wouldn't happen. Which I've seen loads of rationale for as well. She's like, how could she know Metzger was in charge? It's like, just go to the department with a fucking person, jump until you find him. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Well, she can mind rape anyone and get information.
Yes. That was obviously the better move, to not only crash through the whole city, but also shooting the guns into the streets, into windows and shit. And they're like, nah, she didn't hurt anyone. Nah, nope.
That was
no
a cool
bodies were
opening,
shown.
though.
No bodies were shown.
In their defense, it was fucking cool. So,
let me do a couple of super chats before we move on here, because some of them relate to this movie in particular. Got off my arse and launched a channel in defense of great storytelling inspired by our community. I have vids about Hollywood Decay, The Expanse, Girl Bosses, and Superman. Please check them out. That's from Istaphobos. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I watched one of his videos the other day. It was good. It was about lack of heroes. It was a good video.
Nice. All right. Possible future guest for Open Bar right there. But yeah, best of luck with your channel, my friend. Keep it up, and maybe we'll see you right here. I liked the scene in Brand New Day where Peter played with Ned and he said it was the most fun he's had in years. That hit me because of how loneliness feels. More,
That's a
did
guy
that
who
hit
doesn't
you?
know how to have fun.
No,
I had far more fun. In my 20s, I had the most fun going out by myself. I was bored to death going out with groups.
The thing is, you're not Gen Z, and like these people don't have friends anymore. They don't have relationships, and they don't have a social life. It's just all on your phone. So yeah, I can kind of get like why that sense of loneliness is affecting people now. But damn, man, it is sad. It still feels like they play fast and loose with how the spell even works from the previous movie. Like Ned kind of remembers him at the end of the film.
The spell
Like, why?
doesn't work. Like, that's the thing
Well-
about the previous movie. The spell, when you actually think about it, it's completely broken. It just
Oh, yeah.
doesn't work at all. For example, let's to give a I'm not trying to be filthy minded here. Like MJ losing her virginity, right, with Peter, because that's obviously a very emotional moment that everybody remembers. Does she remember losing her virginity, but she just doesn't remember who with, or is the whole thing just blotted out? To use
No,
a
now it's
more
just Spider-Man.
example, or yeah, did Spider-Man just go like spider his way through her window?
Well, there's an
let's say you
implication
went
that
to-
like he would get erased from photos or something. It's like, do all
does he get
physical?
erased from the physical? There's a little shrine to him in a high school. What happens to the shrine, the Spider-Man shrine?
Yeah,
What
it's
happens
a
to the
bit
data, the
bullshitty.
videos online? Do they also get erased? The spell just doesn't work.
No.
So there's one thing though, and I'm curious because Drinker just said it. I'm curious though how they handled the Ned thing at the very end. I don't think they did a good job of explaining like if he's remembering or specifically what he's remembering, because we find out that he knows that Spider-Man's name is Peter. And then
Yeah.
when they do that
Yeah.
handshake thing, is he putting two and two together that he's talking to Spider-Man, who he was just hanging out with? Or is he remembering this is Peter Parker? And so that's something we don't have confirmation on.
I think they've actually deliberately left it so that they'll confirm it in the next movie, like what they want
Yeah.
to do with that exactly. A lot of people are doing the media literacy things. Like, it's obvious he does not remember. He's just got some muscle memory, and then it's like it's obvious he does remember. And it's like, I don't know that it's obvious exactly.
Holy shit! Gundam's back to life.
Hey,
Hi.
I can't believe you left my character on stage stroked out.
It was just funny as fuck. So we
the
couldn't help
expression was
ourselves.
great.
You just got to be careful where you put that peanut butter in the future, buddy.
Now I just I got a massive problem I have to deal with on the other side with some family members. A good-sized bill to keep them from blowing themselves up with a gas main. The usual day for me.
I mean, that sounds pretty standard, yeah. We're just doing a couple of supers before we move on to the next thing, so please be on standby. Dad to the Bone says, "Hail to the bar, question for all. With Drinker's most recent casting calamity bid, who would each of you cast instead? Willem Dafoe as Joker. He's old as fuck, but his Joker performance would be menacing." That's a good choice as
He
Joker.
did something
but...
similar. Did anybody see the fucking garbage Netflix adaptation of what the fuck is that anime called? The one with the kid, Death Note. Anybody seen that?
He was very good in that.
He was excellent. He was the only good thing about that movie, and I was watching.
Totally
thinking,
agree.
Oh fuck! If this had been a good movie, that would have been an iconic performance. But yeah, Willem Dafoe
Big time.
as what's the name of that creature?
Shikigami.
He plays the Yoke, but I can't remember the name of the
Yokai?
death god. Sorry.
Yokai?
No,
His
it's
Japanese
the name
demon?
of the death god
Ah,
in Death Note. But anyway, Willem Dafoe's great in that movie. Everyone else is terrible. The movie's fucking wretched and an insult to the anime, but he's excellent.
Yeah, that's bad.
But yeah, as Joker, like, because like one of my casting calamities was Jared Leto as the Joker. Like, honestly, I could have just had a whole series about terrible roles that Jared Leto was fucked over, but yeah, that was one of them. So yeah, it was a question of who's a better Joker. But like, we've had amazing Jokers over the years. We've had Heath Ledger's Joker. We've had Jack Nicholson's Joker. I still fucking love Jack Nicholson's Joker. I don't
Hell yeah.
care if people want to criticize that. I will fucking die on that hill. He's amazing as the Joker. Yeah, and the question is like, who else would we cast as him? Yeah,
That's a tough question. I can tell you who I think would be a good
Even-
Batman.
even
now.
what-
Would Mark Hamill have been a good live action Joker? Because he was.
Nah.
I don't think so.
Nah,
don't
he's a
think so.
voice actor.
Yeah.
What about
he's a voice
Jake
actor.
Gyllenhaal? Do you think he could do Joker?
What would he be channeling here? Like his character from Nightcrawler?
Probably a variation of that. I don't think there's much he can't do. He's kind of
gonna say, like,
insane.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a
that
good actor.
versatile.
Like,
He is
Yeah.
brilliant. He could do it, and he would do a good job of it as well.
yeah, I think that
Yeah.
could work. That could work.
But he wouldn't have. I wouldn't want him to do one of the like the chaos Jokers as much because there's like the 3 different types of Jokers. I would want the more serious one with Jake Gyllenhaal.
With Jake Gyllenhaal, like I don't see him necessarily playing like an unhinged, like over the top character. Like he's a bit more
Exactly.
restrained like that as an actor. So, like Nightcrawler was like pushing probably the limits of what he can do, but he was very, very fucking good in it.
That's like one of my favorite performances from him. I thought he was fucking
Yeah,
amazing in it.
really strong. Yeah,
It's a great
but,
movie.
But to play like the over the top Joker, like the older style, like I don't know if he could do that. It's maybe not in his wheelhouse.
Well, so that's kind of the other thing with a casting for Joker. It's like, do you want to find someone who can maybe approximate what we're familiar with, or someone who's going to try something that changes it up? Because of course you get you get different results with both approaches sometimes.
Yeah,
Some better than others.
I did like this
Batman.
one as well. So a Lord of the Ring Gollum playthrough is on the table, but 11 hours of all 3 seasons of Primal is too much time, eh? I see how it is. Hey, that is entirely in the hands of Az, okay? And Az holds my gaming destiny in his hands, because I forced him to play Last of Us Part 2, and he can pull the trigger anytime he wants. On
Tom
making
Holland
me
loved
play.
that game, by the way.
Lord of the Ring Gollum.
No, Last of Us 2.
Yeah, he did. He said that recently.
What a
Greg, you
tard.
look like you're getting flashbacks to something horrifying when he said The Last of Us 2.
I'll hate watch movies and I'll hate watch shows. I will never hate play another. I love video games too much to hate play another. That was the last game I ever played for content to make about, and I hated it and I forced myself through it. I'll never do it again. That game fucking ruined me on hate playing anything. God, that was horrific.
It gives me a lot of pleasure to know that I forced Az to play it and he hated every second
Yeah.
of it. Like,
You
it's
know,
about 20 hours long as well.
maybe Lord of the Ring Gollum would reignite your love for hate playing games. It's pretty legendary.
It's a
sometimes.
classic.
Yeah.
All we need is for Az to say, Drinker, that's the game you got to play. I'm calling in my favor. I'll do it if you demand it.
I'll do my best to convince him to pull that trigger.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Right now, I'm suffering through Halo campaign devolved. So.
Oh yeah, how was that? I
there's
saw you were streaming it.
Yeah.
Enjoying?
What are you playing it on?
My PS5.
Okay, how is it running? Because we've been streaming it on PC and it's been terrible.
Yeah.
On PS5 it runs okay because it's
Yeah.
not that demanding. Like the graphics are nothing special, so it's been all right.
Have you run into like Covenant just sliding across the floor when they what would be a T-pose, but they just slide away?
The difficulty is pitched insanely low because I generally just put games on standard difficulty when I'm streaming them because it's like, well, that's probably what the designers intended. Like that's the standard difficulty for the game. With Halo, it's like I feel like I'm the Terminator in the police station shootout.
Yeah,
like I'm just breezing through fucking everything.
You chose normal difficulty, which I guess is a whoopsie on the game's part, because heroic is typically what the game is balanced for, as in like what
Right.
the developers expect you to be picking if you want the experience of Halo, so to speak. But you know, as long as you're having fun, Drinker, as long as you're having fun.
I mean, having fun's a bit of a stretch. Like, God, there's some fucking repetitive sections. Yeah, the bit when you first like you go up on this sort of gravity elevator thing up into the Covenant spaceship, and you've got to like find the captain of the
Keys.
Yeah, you got to find him. It is literally just the same gameplay loop over and over again for about an hour. It's insane how repetitive that is. It's so fucking boring. Like the terrain and everything looks exactly the same. It's like I'm going to go up a set of corridors, or out into an open area, kill everything there, go up another set of corridors to an elevator, up, same thing again. Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, at least you're having fun. Did you ever play the original?
I didn't know. I played Halo 3, completed that, but like that's my experience of the Halo games. So
See,
that's the problem. I don't have anything to compare it to, really.
I played the original for the first time before this remake, and then people were like, do Halo 2 now. And I was like, dude, I gotta go do Resident Evil. So I got Halo fans and Resident Evil fans vying for control of my future. I'm not sure what I do.
No. Go the Resident Evil route, it's fine.
I had a feeling you might say that.
In Red Letter Media's Brand New Day review, they told us who shows up in the film, rambled about the X-Men films, and shat on John Watts because CGI bad, absolute ass content. Well, welcome to Red Letter Media, I guess.
Hold on, CGI bad as in all CGI is bad, or John Watts CGI is bad?
Knowing them, because I can't remember, I don't think I watched that video yet, but like they probably, I mean, the thing is, it's bad in all the Holland movies, the CG for a lot of it. Like, a lot of the CGI is all very rushed and floaty. Like, there's highlights and then dips in all of them. I don't think this film was notably great on CG or anything.
No, it was fine, but like nothing special. But like, yeah, when it comes to like Red Letter Media's interpretation of modern movies, I don't care.
Well,
like I like to hear they're reminiscing about old films because it's like that's what they clearly care about. But like modern stuff,
yeah, there's an awkward thing that happens. There's a lot of YouTubers will be like, "Why the fuck are you watching newest slop for children shit, losers?" And then it's like, "Why are you getting so fucking mad that people are like doing this in the first place? And then why are you also reviewing it yourself? Like, what do you
Hey, I
think?"
get paid to do this, you son of a bitch.
well, imagine this crazy idea of YouTubers talking about things which are popular right now, because like
What?
it's almost like news broadcasts covering news which is relevant in the present day. I know it's crazy, but like that's kind of the point of it.
This may sound
The
funny
thing
coming
is
from me,
that they're
but I just feel
never-
like people have gone a little
movies are
too
never, like-
cynical. Go ahead.
Well, those movies are never for kids, like just for kids. Movies that are just for kids are stuff like the fucking Minions, Illuminati, or whatever that last movie was called. Oh yeah, it's by, or that fucking Mario movie.
Mario Galaxy?
That was bad.
And honestly, very few YouTubers in the Chutosphere covers them. Almost no one. Like the genuine kids movies.
I saw the movie. I just couldn't be bothered to bash it. It was like I had enough.
No one would care. It's just a boring fucking movie. Like, no one would watch those videos if it was genuinely a movie for kids. No one's gonna watch them. Like, if I were to make a video about it.
Like I said, it may sound funny coming from me, but I think people are a little too cynical on the meta of all of this being like anything that is only covered for money. Nobody's going to cover the newest Spider-Man because it's literally the most popular story being told right now, and it's interesting to talk about the effect of storytelling and what stories are being told. Nobody would ever do that. Nobody's ever invested in seeing what people are interested in and what the highest budget story is in the world that everyone's watching, which, I find interesting. I want to know what are the heroes of the current day and how are they portrayed and what trends are being, counted or enforced and everything. It's like, no, you did it for money. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Yeah. And you commented for free, so I don't know who's the fucking loser here. Like that's always my feeling. Like at least I got paid for this. Like,
let's see. I enjoyed meeting you in South Carolina. It was so cool. I'm the one who was on the knee scooter and asked about oranges. What are the oranges for? We'll never find out. Cheers, lads. Hi, Mauler. When are you coming to the States? Yeah, Mauler. When are you going to go out to the States and do a Comic-Con?
I've never actually been to America, but I do want to do that at some point. And maybe I'll go with the drinker and we'll do a live open bar.
We'll hold hands.
Will you wear the mask?
I got a drink though, so I have to have a beer hat.
You use a straw.
Gundam, he has to wear only. He has to wear only the mask. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, finally got Mauler face reveal, and it turns out he looks like a drunk Scotsman. Are the two of you like Dr. Evil and Austin Powers, and were separated as children? Yeah, I had to fill in for you on Real BBC. God damn it!
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Absolute nightmare having
The
to
old
chat with
PC.
Az for 2 hours.
It felt so bad because Az sent me a text being like, "Hey, Gary can't make it this week, so it's just me and you." And I was like, "It's just you, buddy."
It's great that I was like the third or fourth choice as well. Like for Az, it's like, oh Christ, who's
I
left?
guess I'll put up with drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. The Virgin Spooderman versus the Chad Solo animation on YouTube. Check out the VIP MMD for 30 minutes of great action. It's janky, incomplete, stylistically mismatched, and better than this crap. Wow, okay. What is that? MMD. 30 minutes of great action, janky, incomplete, stylistically mismatched. Any of you guys know what that refers to?
Nope.
Yeah,
Look it up.
animation on YouTube.
Yeah, I assume that's what it is, yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, gents. Question with the panel. If you could be anyone at any time for as long as you want, who would you be? Real question.
A real person.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, a real person. I would be Mauler.
What? Why?
And, well, then I'd immediately do a face reveal and, like, go for it nuts on YouTube.
Anyone real?
I'd be a real wizard.
Who's like the funnest person on earth to be?
Just be somebody rich. Just
Probably
go do whatever
David
the
Lee
hell I
Roth
want.
in
I
the
wouldn't even care about
1970s and 80s.
I mean, pick any sort of ancient Chinese emperor, and you've got access to a huge harem of beautiful women. But at the same time, you'd probably get bored of that faster than you think.
Yeah, what? Genghis Khan? You could have a lot of fun there.
I'm
Might just
telling you,
choose-
David Lee Roth, 1970s and 80s. Cocaine, girls, throwing M&Ms at roadies, just doing enough cocaine. There's one point where David Lee Roth is with the band and they're in a hotel room. David Lee Roth stands up, he goes, "I can fucking fly." So he jumps out the window and he wakes up the next day on top of a car and he's hurt. And he goes, "What happened?" And Eddie Van Halen goes, "You got up and you said you could fucking fly, man." And then David Lee Roth goes, "Why didn't you stop me?" And he goes, "I have $5 and said you could fucking do it." Now that's living.
I recently did a video about Street Fighter the movie, right? And there's a whole segment on Van Damme and how ridiculous he fucking was in that film. This guy delayed the filming of a multi-million-dollar action movie for days on end so he could bang peak Kylie Minogue while doing enough coke to kill an African elephant.
That's how strong he was.
That's who I would fucking be.
But here's the thing. David Lee Roth can also do karate, but he got more than Kylie Minogue.
Oh.
He got some of the prime models. Like just
Ky-
this one chick for Van Damme.
But yeah, Kylie Minogue in the 90s was peak, man.
I didn't see her till like the 2000s.
Yeah. Back then she was hot in the 2000s as well, but like she was stunning back then.
Nah, she doesn't look like the type of chick that would piss on you.
Yeah. She's Australian. She's up for a lot.
Okay,
of things.
okay. Now that you said she's Australian, there's a lot
Yeah.
on the table there. Oh, wait, you're a hornbag, aren't you?
Yeah. Muller, the ad said $3,000 for a 3-hour Spider-Man video and you panned it in 40 minutes. And for that, I give you $10.
Oh, I mean, you know what? Just for the reference, that's top tier. I'm gonna say it. It's you do end up when you watch it like the newest Spider-Man and you return, as everyone does, to Raimi's Spider-Man. You're sort of like, man, maybe it's not fair. 'Cause it's outright just a completely different fucking era at this point.
Because
I have heard people say that Brand New Day is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever. It has problems, but it's a great Spider-Man movie, and it doesn't compare to Raimi's Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 2.
especially
Wow.
the speech from Aunt May about being a hero.
Well, the thing is, Spider-Man, like the modern day Spider-Man, has a secret weapon, you see. It has Zendaya in its arsenal.
I knew
That's
you were
right.
gonna say
And
that.
someone just recently commented on her incredible acting range, and I feel like we need to experience this for ourselves. May I play this for you so that you too can experience what she's capable of?
I hope
I'll
the sound
enjoy
is
it.
broken again.
This guy's just a pale imitation of her abilities, but let's see what he's got.
He's so
I mean-
talented.
I love that
That's
the
the
color
thing.
filter in Odyssey just goes to damn near black and white.
Yeah.
A fucking plug as well for the.
I don't know why I thought you
It's
actually
the
had a
headphone
whole
jack.
compilation you made.
What's that, sir?
I thought you made a whole compilation, honest to God.
This gentleman did a better job than I ever could, honestly. Like, and I respect it. I think he's pretty much encapsulated everything that Zendaya represents as an actor.
She's frustrated a lot in these plot lines.
She
and that's the
is.
expression
She
you
looked
take.
just like that in Odyssey. She was just so pissy looking. I'm like, what type of goddess is this? She's always mad. I'm not inspired, Athena.
Well, she's not a goddess. There are no
Also,
goddesses
she
in that
was-
movie.
She was
Well,
decapitated.
Anne
she's a
Hathaway
fucking-
told me she was a goddess.
Oh, wow. At that point,
You can't argue with a woman that's 42 giving birth to a child that might have autism, sir. Not in my America.
yeah,
And what do you
I
mean, might?
apologize.
It did make me laugh actually when they were talking recently about like Anne Hathaway, like how she's in like 4 different movies this
Oh,
year. And
yeah.
it's like, oh, man could
No
never
man could
possibly
never.
keep pace with this. It's like, have you met Nicolas Cage by any chance? He's in roughly 12 movies every year. Like,
He's got to make up for all those comic books he bought in an island, right?
yeah, I mean, look, that Elephant Man skull, it's not going to pay for itself. So
Good
like,
lord.
yeah. But yeah, I never understood that need to like constantly compare yourself to other people, especially, you know, something where you can easily be disproven. But it's like, oh, well, who cares? Like, who cares about facts? Just like, let's give Anne Hathaway her moment.
Well, look,
guess.
it's America.
I think that you should. Go ahead.
Yeah, she should probably make the most of this time because she's 42. She's probably going to be forgotten pretty soon. She's hit that point in her career where it's like, no one cares about you anymore.
There was
Fuck
some
off.
crazy debating happening over her moment in the Odyssey where she did the yelling. You know, it was like, is this
Oh,
is
yeah,
this
I
incredible
remember that scene.
masterful
I'm
acting
so-
or is this
I'm
cringe?
so fucking sick of that. Like, have you ever seen actors do things before? Apparently not, because like if that's your first indoctrination to it, well, welcome to Hollywood, I guess. There's a
I think
million
we should be
actors that have
excited
done a
when
better
they-
performance than that.
I think the oddest thing of the whole Odyssey thing was Angry Joe fighting to defend the film. That was a weird couple days.
Look,
And-
Gundam.
and Supergirl.
Angry Joe needs a win. Okay, he doesn't care where it comes from or why it happens.
I know how that feels, to be real with you.
Just
you
needs
gotta
a
pick
win.
and choose your battles.
The thing is, like, if you have to then be like, I don't know, ranting terminally online at people, you know, about how much you've won and how much they've lost. In a way, you've kind of lost yourself. Like,
Damn, if I made the money he made, I wouldn't even be here. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I would invest that shit and tap out years ago.
who knows?
By the way, I pulled up Anne Hathaway for you because I know you were inspired and needed to see it.
Oh, yeah, let's see it. Let's see it.
Hathaway having 5 movies premiering this year and then announcing that she's pregnant is the level of productivity that men cannot achieve.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
right.
advantage. It's just a literal.
Oh my god, she's delicious.
Wait, what'd she say?
mean- She says she has an advantage. I mean, she does in the sense that men cannot get pregnant. Oh, wait.
That's pretty much it.
Productivity
I should take that back, actually, because in the UK, I cannot say that. So,
Oh, goodbye.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Subscribe to
geez.
Gundam. He's going to jail.
that men cannot achieve.
I mean, they are at a disadvantage.
Oh,
It's just a literal truth. But yeah, it went that way.
I mean, that's amazing.
It's wild.
You've made everyone else in Hollywood look and feel lazy. A new child
Yeah.
coming and 5 films coming. By the way, there they are. Yeah, I'm not lying. There are the 5 films that are
It's
coming out this
wild.
year.
It's just wild. It's kind of crazy because
I hope I live long enough to see your kid turn out like DSP.
Did anybody else have misfortune?
I could point out as well, like, Anne Hathaway has kind of done fuck all in the past 5 or 6 years because
Right.
she's a little bit of a has-been at this point. But, like, God bless Christopher Nolan, he's resurrected her.
I know. Why wouldn't he resurrect me?
I wouldn't expect her to do much after this year, but maybe that's just me.
She'll say it's motherhood.
Yeah.
I
No,
stepped away because I'm a mommy.
I take it as a compliment. When I see shit like this, it's a huge compliment to me because nobody punches down. So like, fuck yeah, use me as the standard. As I'm clearly the gold standard because you feel the need to compare yourself to me, and like, great, fucking compliment received. I love it.
I don't feel complimented, honestly. I've been struggling.
Hey, look, I've been doing this for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, look at the bright
I
side.
hope to do it for, a long time to come.
Yeah.
And so
Don't
you just
hope
never
too
know.
hard,
There's
Anne.
peaks, there's valleys, there's everything in between. And so it's just crazy to have a time like this where you pull these cards and you're like, and the thing that's so exciting is they're films that audiences
Tom
want to
Holland's
see.
there.
Yes.
Which is just one of my
That's
favorite things in the
Spider-Man.
world is going to the movies. And so to be a part
Doesn't Tom Holland have
it's
such gay
Telemachus,
energy?
actually. Telemachus, man.
Oh.
Whenever I see Tom Holland, I don't get any masculinity, not a hint of it.
Well,
I
you
feel like
shouldn't,
Elliot
because there's
Page is
none
more
there.
masculine.
Yeah. I
Have
mean,
you ever
we've all
seen
seen
Elliot
it.
Page boxing?
I don't know.
Good freeze frame, by the way.
I saw Tom Holland in Spider-Man. Homie's been working out. No hate on that.
Yeah,
If I
yeah.
had his nutritionist, I'd be ripped
He-
too, for God's sake.
Yeah.
He
The
got the
thing
fuck
is,
after
right,
it.
there's a big
got the
old
stack.
difference. There's a difference between like having a ripped physique and being masculine.
Yeah.
Like they're not the same thing. You can
I
have
mean,
all
have
the
you been to
muscles
a
in the
gay
world.
club? Moving on.
under the
Let
They're
let the
honestly
weekend
trained.
go.
Just
It's
around,
Thursday, okay?
experience
I'm not involved in that yet.
And
Should I pull it
they
down
have
or
this
no?
personal thing going on at the same time.
No, no,
it's
it's fine. Let's see where it goes.
Oh, that's where it goes.
All right, okay. so it
That was
goes nowhere.
illuminating. Thank you, Anne.
Thank you, Anne Hathaway. We appreciate you.
I'll give her this. She looks good for her age.
Yeah, I mean that's what like a personal chef, personal trainer.
yeah, you're
and,
right.
Like all the plastic
Plastic
surgeons in
surgery.
Hollywood will do for you.
Yeah, she has slaves to raise her children for her. so she
No,
doesn't have to deal
butthole
with
bleaching,
stress
the
about
whole
being-
9 yards.
Yeah.
Wizard
But
knows what
I
I'm
mean,
talking about.
That's painful. So, I mean, credit to her for that.
I don't know. All the chicks I know who do it didn't say it hurt her at all or anything.
I got to go
I
to
mean,
a new guy then because he's
did it
not.
did it like measurably improve their lives, or were they just like, nah, I can get the mirror
think,
out,
like-
look at it and be like, ah, it looks good.
I think, like, truth be told, they probably take a lot of pictures of their butt, right? So it's less brown, so there's probably more appealing. They prefer pink. This is probably
Yeah.
something I shouldn't be saying on this show.
You're yeah, you know a lot about this stuff.
You got too much.
Tell us more.
Well, I've played music for a long time, and spitting times with attractive women is the only upside of my miserable life right now. YouTube is the low point, actually. Like, the gayest, lamest thing I do is YouTube.
The
That's
gayest
reasonable.
thing you do.
It is.
Shit.
And I used to wear makeup, for fuck's sakes, on stage. So I know a thing or two about gay.
YouTube is pretty lame and gay. I'm sorry we've brought you into this, Gundam.
Oh,
It could
wow.
have been something better. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway giving her thoughts on being Anne Hathaway. So, like, thank you, Anne
God
Hathaway.
bless her. She's a hero.
Yeah.
Saving lives with that interview.
So
Can you imagine how many lives this would be saving?
And creating. We can't undermine that. Just
it might
creating
have-
lives with that
You know what?
interview.
It didn't just save lives. It might have potentially saved this show today when we were talking, because we were struggling for things. But Anne Hathaway sorted us out, so thank you. We appreciate you. You're definitely not the worst thing in Interstellar. No.
She
Not at
should
all.
have been Jean Grey. The age, don't worry about it. It's just a number, as some people say.
So we're supposed to believe that she's Tom Holland's mom in the Odyssey, and
Yeah.
that she's younger than Tom Holland the next week.
That's range
Tom
right
Holland's still
there.
playing a
I mean,
teenager.
he's
That's right.
30, she's 42, so oof. I mean, I know in ancient Greece, like they had a bit of flexibility, but damn, man, that's pushing it.
I mean, I just didn't believe it in the Odyssey at all. That was a mother-son relationship. I just didn't see it.
I could because he was acting like a 14-year-old. So I somewhat.
Yeah,
could
but
buy
he
it a
looks
little
like,
bit.
but he looks like he's in his like later 20s a little bit.
Suppose
He
that's
doesn't,
not-
he
don't
doesn't
know.
look as young as he used
Tom
to.
Holland, Tom
Well,
Holland
if you were
looks
around
like
Ziandra, it would
mid-twenties.
probably age you.
It's got to be hard work. Have you seen all the videos where it's like he wants to like, hold a fellow actress's hand or like hug them?
Yeah,
or
and then she
whatever.
shoots him a look.
Yeah, and she just like she looks at him and he's like, oh fuck yeah. I
He's
should've
fucking
done that."
stupid. You don't marry an angry black woman.
Well, you don't marry crazy. Just don't.
That's too.
Do it, man.
Suppose on
There's
the
a-
topic of Odyssey, by the way, what do you guys reckon of its like cultural legacy, considering we're
We'll forget about it in a year.
year?
I think it's going to be somewhere around Avatar level.
A good question is when is the internet going to be able to be honest about the Odyssey? Because
When we
at
get
the
rid of
minute,
bots.
if you don't like it, you're a racist. and you know, anti-progressive and all the other shit in a chud. And you know, if you're like a critic or you're in the sort of managerial or professional class, you're required to like it. You can't be honest about it. So a better question is, when can we finally be honest about the Odyssey and say this is a pretty fucking bad movie?
Never.
I think
Like Gamergate.
No. I think as soon as it gets out of movie theaters, I think then people will be honest about it because it no longer serves a purpose.
It all starts with Twitter. There's going to be somebody that takes a clip, but it's got to be after the movie's out where you can get the high quality clip. It's going to be somebody's going to take a clip and be like, what did they mean by this? Isn't this actually cringe? And then everybody is going to flip and dogpile on it at that point.
Yeah, it'll be like,
But
remember when
we have
everyone
to get
gassed
to
up
those
this movie?
clips. Yeah. This is the movie they all gassed up. This is ridiculous. And it might be the Anne Hathaway scene. Like where she's screaming.
That was such a bad scene.
That's a bad scene.
I
And
was
that's
sitting
what
through that
they-
movie. And
Clearly they're setting that up for the Oscars. Like that's the Oscars.
There's so many.
You could just do a compilation of the worst dialogue, like "Somebody get these beggars out of here," or "I want Odysseus," and you just line up all the worst lines next to each other because some of those lines are fucking clankers.
Oh, kind of like the Wonder Woman compilation for all that shit.
Yes.
I don't remember her name.
Iconic.
Gal Gadot?
Yeah, that's it. Max Lord, you must give me the stone.
Yeah.
And Pedro
Hell
Pascal's
no.
doing a Trump impression the whole time. It was great.
So many people gave Gal Gadot like a free pass because she's hot as
She was
fuck.
hot.
And she is.
Yeah, I know a guy who would do that.
I'm only
Shame.
human, okay?
I'm only human.
And she is fucking gorgeous. But like, yeah, I think Snow White kind of killed it all because then it's
Oh, that
like
was
everyone
real bad.
realized like, oh man, this chick cannot fucking act to save her life, and then
I don't
they've
give a
like
fuck
gone
what
back
anyone
over
says.
all her other shit.
That was my favorite part of Snow White by far. It was the only part of the movie I enjoyed. Was Gal Gadot's fucking hilariously shite performance.
Yeah, I would say Snow White is kind of unfortunate because it's the moment where everyone said like, good God, she shouldn't be acting, and I was just like, oh, she should be acting in everything. She's so fucking funny. Like, good God.
Well,
Yeah, this
Lex
guy's fucking lost his mind. Sorry, Drinker, she's not that hot. Yes, she
Hey,
fucking
now,
is.
Yeah,
come
she
on
is.
You know it right there.
I don't know what it is. There was me and Greg were streaming the other day, and somebody came in and was like, "City Sync is a 6 out of 10, bro." It's like I don't know what these fucking. They're on porn. They're watching too much porn. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah. You gotta quit gooning. Well, if you guys want to see more, she's coming up soon. I think in an Amazon movie, or she's in a movie coming up called The Runner, where it's kind of a lot like
What,
phone
Sadie
booth.
Sink?
No, Gal Gadot. She's a lawyer. She's
We're
out
back.
jogging, and somebody calls her and says, I have your kid, and you have to run across town and kill somebody for your case. Otherwise, I'm going to kill your son. And so, she's, like the whole movie, she's just running. She's jogging the whole time. Which I think somebody was like, okay, she can't deliver lines, but what if she's out of breath? And then we could cover it with the fact that she's out of breath and she's jogging, and then she won't sound so shit. So it's going to be great.
Oh, is this it?
That's the one.
So she,
Can you go back to the beginning?
You got a big day in court today.
I've got football, and I hate football.
Love you, monkey.
Love you, Mom.
99
can't call people monkeys.
It's racist.
You're not gonna get hit for copyright, are you?
I don't know, actually.
he's
Probably.
just taking the risk, I guess.
You know what? For Gal Gadot, I'll risk it.
Who is this? Why are you on my son's phone?
Oh my god, this acting.
Anybody hear that?
Why are you on my son's phone?
Max Lord.
Yes.
Run to it.
Whoa.
This is already a 10 out of 10.
This is going to testify against me.
This
I'm
feels
genuinely
like
enjoying
that
this.
Daisy
It's
Ridley
alright.
movie, like cleaner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you've got an actress that's like at the end of their fucking career tether, like what can we put them in that will just generate some tiny bit of interest? This will do.
And you know this is low budget. So she's taking any job she can get, just like Daisy Ridley has been.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah, because when I was talking about Snow White there, I feel like that was the turning point in Gal Gadot's career, where it's like she was kind of like not necessarily on the up, but like she was definitely hovering around that A-list sort of area, getting like big, multi-million-dollar gigs, and then after that, like nothing really. She's just done because everyone realized she's just like cringe as fuck.
I just want to know why you're giving an 8-year-old a cell phone.
She's got a gun. She's
run over there.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yes.
A guy hits on her in the subway.
She's on the underground in London, and it's
Gotta
the
have
white
that.
man that sexually harasses her.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, that scream was great.
And whoever's making this was just learned about like the dolly cam effect where you zoom in and dolly away at the same time, and that
Can
that
we get the
screen-
volume on that scream?
The people are gonna die. You've been running from your past.
You running from your past.
She can't run away from her past.
I have no idea what you've done.
So, let's begin.
Whoa!
Good times.
This
Gonna
is
be
the
a good
kind of movie that plays in the background of other movies.
Oh yeah. This is a War of the Worlds level.
Absolute
Cinematic
second
endeavor.
screen
I'd like
content
to
right
say
there.
that I bet you there is a massive amount of product placement in this.
Yeah,
There has to
I
be.
wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
those bone conductions
There
look
may
like
be probably an
Raycon.
advertisement for like
Speaking
Nike's
of Raycon.
running line. I mean, not literally. That could be true.
I mean, it's nice to know. Like, well, that's what Gal Gadot's up to these days. What's this one? Have you seen the trailer for Prime Time? Robert Pattinson plays Chris Hansen during his time at Dateline and To Catch a Predator.
That sounds
Yeah,
wild.
that dropped.
Hell
Dropped
yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, the little clip I saw, I was kind of like, oh shit, this looks like it'll be a lot of really good.
Actually, if we could watch that, we should, because the commentary around it has been, and I haven't seen the trailer yet. They're saying that the framing of the trailer is as if he might be a bad guy for going after predators.
Makes sense.
I
Like
pulled it
Hollywood
up.
would make that movie.
Now, I haven't seen it yet to clarify, but like that's what I've been reading.
I just linked. That's the clip I saw. It's not a trailer, but I don't know if there is a trailer.
Gundam, are you sharing it
Oh,
right
maybe
now?
that's it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just
of course.
Maybe it's just
Oh,
a
okay.
teaser.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That guy's from Spider-Man.
parents aren't home?
Batman.
Big night plan. Who are you? You should have a seat right there.
Might want to pause it at some point.
I'm
just
Chris
for
Hansen.
Reasons.
You got it. I can play it with sound real low or off.
Dude, Robert
Just
Pattinson's.
give it a few seconds in between, and then you'll be all right.
All right, you give the go.
Go.
Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online. You see how this looks, right?
On the ground!
I don't really like your.
That was the
Pause it for a
best part of
second.
that show was watching guys just get fucking bodied outside.
Oh,
The
yeah,
cops.
the dude getting tased was good.
Oh, and the guys would like stop. They'd hands up. They'd get on their knees, and the cops still just tackled the shit out of them. And you love to see it.
It sounds fucking beautiful. I need to watch
Oh.
the compilations.
I do like Robert Pattinson. I do like him as an actor. Like he commits to what he's doing.
I think he's
a good actor.
exploded his Twilight sort of reputation into he's like one of the best
He's
actors
free.
we got.
Yeah.
He was brilliant in the Odyssey. He was maybe the best thing about him.
Yeah, I thought he
mean,
was the best.
He
performance in
was.
it.
He understood the assignment very much so.
It's not just that he does
Megger's
well;
out of here.
he's doing such wacky fucking different things all the time.
Well,
Just-
yeah, because he's in such demand that he can pick and choose, and like he can do crazy experimental stuff like this, but he can also do big budget stuff like the Odyssey, and make
Have you
it
guys
all
seen
work.
Good Time? Have you seen
No
it, the
Time.
movie he's in, Good Time? It's,
I don't
with
think so.
it's with Benny Safdie. You guys have got to see Good Time. Holy crap!
Hold on.
It is-
Benny Safdie directed it, or he was in it?
Benny Safdie's in it.
Okay, because
Benny
the
Safdie.
only movie he directed was The Smashing Machine, which is shite. Although his,
Ben-
like his brother is really good. Like he did Mickey 7 or fucking not Mickey 17.
Uncut
What's the
Gems.
name of that Timothy Chalamet movie? Marty
Willy
Supreme.
Wonka?
Marty Supreme, yeah.
Marty Supreme.
Yeah, I don't know
Which
if
I liked.
Benny-
I like Marty Supreme.
Benny Safdie did that just as a sort of director for hire for a paycheck, or if he was into it, because it was fucking shite. He's a good actor though.
Let's see a little
but,
bit more of this. Bro.
but America loves it. So I need to move you to Catch a Predator, 9 p.m. prime time.
Gotta be bigger than Lost.
My name is Dan Plum. Do you know what you're auditioning for?
Pause it for a sec.
So you are playing a 13-year-old?
Did you say pause
it? Yeah. We picked a good time to pause it as well.
So is this cinema or is this straight to streaming?
I have no idea.
Yeah, not sure. But it does look interesting. And Pattinson, like, just morphs into the character. I don't know, like, most of the time when I see him, I am quite impressed with his ability to just, like, shed his own persona and just be whoever he's playing.
I hope they do the part where
it's a theater release movie. It's releasing in late September. It kind of looks a little bit like awards bait.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like a cool movie, but I'm not going to go to the theater for this, though.
Yeah.
I'm not even
I
going to go
wouldn't
to
be
Amazon
surprised
Prime.
if it was a flop. It was, and a lot of these movies are made to flop. Their main goal is to win awards, not to make money.
Yeah, I do like this. It's not open bar now, it's gay bar. Ah, a gay bar, you
I
say?
did not agree to this.
Yeah. Let's see a little bit more of this and then we'll...
Is there time for a rehearsal? We're gonna shoot the rehearsal.
Come in.
They're gonna love this.
Predator has never earned the recognition it deserves.
So is the idea behind this, like, they faked a lot of it and, like, it's just set up?
I remember checking out
I don't
some
think it's fake,
breakdowns.
really, like if you're that show, you can't hire a 13-year-old because you'd be putting a 13-year-old next to a predator. It's illegal.
Right.
You have to hire an actor.
Yeah.
Even the police, when they're doing like sting operations, they have to hire actors and prostitutes or whoever it is to imitate a child.
Chris Hansen's he got up to some strange shit on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a whole, I don't know if this movie's going to even touch that whatsoever, but I from what I've seen in breakdowns, like there's just some stuff that happened that probably wasn't fantastic.
Like after he started passing bad checks, and then he picked up hunting Onision for a good year or two.
Which Onision's a piece of shit, but like there's there was just loads of this was years ago, so I don't remember a lot of it anymore, but like there's a bunch of videos that break down everything that happened, and it's just weird shit. Like I remember scams and stuff because he was looking to make as much money as he could, and some other bits and bobs. There's, like I said, I don't want to make any strong claims. It's just I wonder if this is going to get into some stuff that was less altruistic. Let's just say that.
No more bottom feeders. I want a whale. Don't you ever just want to bleed them? Maybe what I do is a little worse.
This could be our greatest segment yet.
We're going to him. Don't do that. They come to us.
I don't understand what I'm doing here. What you're doing is more than acting.
You're cleansing the world of an ancient evil. Let's catch us a predator. Who gave you permission to do this?
Kind of interesting.
You have no plan.
What are we doing here?
This shit seems nutty as fuck.
Yeah.
I feel like
How are
I'm
we trying to
watching like,
dramatize this so badly?
I feel like I'm watching Sound of Freedom mixed with Commando.
Yeah.
That sounds like a damn good movie. I'm really into it.
I'd watch it, yeah.
I have to put him on television.
You're gonna be so proud of me.
I don't want to be a bad person. Your definition of bad and my definition of bad are vastly different.
Also, unless my eyes deceive me, is that a crazy cast we got there? I recognize a bunch of people.
Anna Faris too.
I've seen him in something.
The controls to extend the bridge.
It happened if I wasn't here.
Damn. Jimmy Olsen's origin story is fucked up.
I know. No wonder he started working with Grodd.
I can't believe did we not talk about the fact that Spider-Man's on track to make like $2 billion, and then
Yeah, we
meanwhile
did,
it's like, Gorilla Grodd TV show, guys. Don't worry about it. DC's gonna be able to compete. Fucking hell.
Who are we? Who's echoing, by the way?
It's Despot, I think.
May have.
Okay. Right. Okay.
But yeah, just the amount of humiliation for DC has been fucking crazy, especially with Spider-Man.
But yeah, like, well, so Supergirl has now finally officially finished its theatrical run with $126 million worldwide against a budget of 185 million, I think, that they'll admit to, plus another probably 100 million of marketing. So that, I think, when you factor in the 50% distributor's fee that they actually take, you're talking about a $200 million loss for Warner Brothers. So yay, well done, guys. That was definitely money well spent, wasn't it?
How long before they killed James Gunn?
You could argue that his legacy is already dead.
I was gonna say, do we truly know he's alive? I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's true.
He just celebrated his 60th birthday. So
there was when Fantastic Four came out, loads of people were celebrating like Superman fucking bodied it. It wasn't even close. Shows how strong the IP is. Now that Spider-Man has come out, everyone's like, yeah, I mean, you know, Superman and Spider-Man both did well. They're both doing well. It's like, like, it seems that
did they
scale
really?
changed.
Are there still shells for the dead cinematic universe?
Yes.
There's still some people saying Superman was a fucking masterpiece out there.
Yeah.
There's some bot farms in Mumbai
Cambodia.
that are really pushing hard for it, but apart from them, not a whole lot.
Dude,
They've gone
Lanterns
quiet.
is going to be yet another humiliation. Clayface, if it's good, which is still a question mark, is not going to help at all because it's got nothing to do with James Gunn. It's like the least James Gunn thing in the whole selection. And then when Man of Tomorrow comes out, which is probably going to even be worse than Superman, it's so fucking over.
Do you guys think that Clayface could be worse than Supergirl though? Because now people are starting to say it could be.
I think Clayface will be okay.
I think it'll be okay, yeah.
I mean, box office.
Oh, box office?
Yeah, I'm talking box office, not quality.
I can't understand what anyone's
Yeah,
saying.
no, okay. Box office, it should be fine because of the budget, right? Like, and it's horror, so it's probably going to get an audience. I think it'll be okay, box office. It's definitely going to be better off than Supergirl.
It'll be profitable in a way that Supergirl couldn't be, but it's not going to move the needle in any way because
it won't move the needle
enough.
But if you got a Mike Flanagan script plus from the trailer, it looks like competently directed, and if they can just nail a couple of payoffs for like body horror and just a characterful sort of story, I think they'll be fine. It'll probably be the best thing that comes out of DC, and it'll have nothing to do with anything. It's like, you know, what are we building from Clayface? Not that you need to, and in fact, that's kind of the problem they've had in the first place, being obsessed with building shit, but the idea that it's like, you liked Clayface? Well, you can check out Man of Tomorrow next.
Yeah.
Or the Batman 2 eventually, when we feel like it.
Yeah, and like Batman 2 will probably do okay, but like Man of Tomorrow, probably fucking dead in the water. This is what I mean, like you've got this fragmentation of these shared cinematic universes. Like they used to be a unified thing where like a rising tide would lift all boats, but like I don't think you've got that anymore. I think people now are just picking and choosing the things that actually matter to them. And as it turns out, James Gunn's Superman by James Gunn doesn't matter to anyone except James Gunn. And it's going to be the same with Supergirl, obviously. No one gave a fuck about that. Clayface, it will have its audience, but like it's not going to expand beyond that. It's pretty limited. And then you've got Man of Tomorrow, that's it. And then James Gunn's probably going to be done at DC. I wouldn't be surprised if he just bails the fuck out. Because who's going to want him?
Well, I think you have a point there, though, and I think that's the idea that people are only going to see very specific things. That is going to keep continuing to get worse for Hollywood. Like, people are only interested in super specific things, which for Hollywood now, and they are starting to realize, whether they wanted to admit it or not, they can't just keep mass producing things and thinking that people are going to go see them. Like, it is like, even like for the normie audience, that's just not going to happen. So when you have something like Clayface, or you have something like the Jimmy Olsen show, there is no guarantee of even a small normie audience going to see this or watching this at home at all. It's something I think is going to be really telling, and I think it's like the final boss of this isolated choice of movie going, X-Men. I think it's going to be X-Men because they're making all these announcements for X-Men. They shoehorned in the Jean Grey soft launch of the X-Men into a Spider-Man movie that was guaranteed to make at least $1 billion. is guaranteed to get attention. So this is, and I can only imagine if I'm Kevin Feige and I have any input into Spider-Man as he does, you look at, okay, well, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Captain America, all of our other stuff, it's all tanking. X-Men is what's next after Avengers. We need to get that out there. We need to get people interested in that. I think they absolutely failed to do that because Jean Grey's a villain, but this was very clearly to soft launch X-Men. And then when we look at that, X-Men hasn't done fantastic. I mean, Jerky, you just said, the rising tide lifts all ships. It didn't with X-Men in X-Men's past. Apocalypse didn't do that great. Dark Phoenix didn't do that great. And those movies were at times when we had the Joker, when we had the Avengers was still firing on all cylinders. We were just past Endgame with one of those. So, like, I think X-Men is going to be the tell on if superhero is really dead. Spider-Man's never going to die, but superheroes might.
X-Men could work if it's done correctly. The thing is, can they do it correctly or will they? I need to see Wolverine in those yellow tights or the brown and yellow.
Nah, they'll make it about some social justice thing because it's on the outside.
Right. The
Sort of
thing
like
is,
a
Hugh
cartoon.
Jackman is going to be such a fucking difficult act to follow as well. Like, I know he's not canonically anything like the Wolverine from the comics, but like people now associate him with it so strongly. Because why wouldn't they after like 20 odd years of playing the same character? And like he did it finally. He got the costume and everything right in Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, and so to replace him with someone else now, it's like, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough sell, man.
And
That's why he's
one-
going to need to wear the suit.
One little correction, Wizard. The soft launch was actually at the end of the Marvels, but I don't blame you for not seeing that because nobody else fucking did. So, but it was there. You know, the Beast was there.
Well, if we're gonna keep rolling it back, then Ms. Marvel helped too, right? They've been doing these.
And nobody
breadcrumbs
saw that
for a
shit
long
either,
time.
so they had to try it again. Third time's a charm.
Yeah. Let me do a few super chats here. We had Before Sunrise and Seven in the same year. Just think about that for a moment. Look at what they took from us.
It used to be a country.
Yeah, it used to be a society where we had entertainment that was worth remembering. Not
Thanks,
anymore.
Obama.
Yeah, oh bummer.
Yo, Drinker, and to everyone else, because you were busy at the time, is there any chance you could talk about your favorite Sam Neill film or show? May he rest his soul. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a tie between Jurassic Park and Event Horizon, which are two very different movies, but man, Sam Neill is just fucking amazing in both.
I also think he was great in Jurassic Park 3, despite that not being a good.
Yeah.
He was great in it.
He was giving it his all. He definitely was.
Oh, speaking of which, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw, but it's, so the Legend of Zelda movie, he's actually casting that. That's going to be his final live action role.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who did he
Did
play?
he film? Did he complete all the scenes?
From what I'm seeing, yes. I don't know if 100% though.
Okay. Well, please let it be good in that case. God damn. Yeah, thoughts on To Live and Die in LA. Saw it for the first time yesterday. And holy fuck, that movie is intense and wild. Friedkin delivers a fantastic car chase that's hardly seen nowadays. Thanks, gents. Yeah, To Live and Die in LA.
That's right.
Heard of it.
So I'm guessing no one from this panel has seen it.
It's the place to be.
Okay. Yeah, William Friedkin, pretty fucking good director, but yeah, I have not seen that movie, so I could not tell you, I'm afraid. Drinker, could you come out to one of the Vegas FNT meetups? You can also make the trip a screen tourism episode. Lots of good Vegas movies. Do you have some favorite Vegas movies? So yeah, I could absolutely come out, but they never asked me, you see, so I'm not welcome there, so I can't go.
I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could definitely go, but like Vegas is a fucking long flight from the UK. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it's a tough one for me, unfortunately. It's different from these guys, these crazy guys that are already in America. It's gonna be like a 5-6 hour flight at most, but yeah, for me it's a lot more. Yeah, favorite Vegas movies. Does Ocean's 11 count?
National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation.
Definitely.
There you go. Now you're talking.
Looney Tunes back in action.
Yeah. Well, Con
Chat
Air.
knows.
Con Air culminates in LA. They crash their plane right on the strip, and they have a completely not tacked on fire truck chase at the end of that movie. Perfect. Love it. To get in the mood for a brand new day, I fired up the Spider-Man VR experience. It's so good, it gives the feeling of what it's like to be Tom Holland. If I tried real hard, I could even imagine that I'm married to Zendaya.
No.
Do you want to imagine that though? Just constantly like cocking you. Don't you talk to that beautiful actress right there.
I just
Drinker.
make really bad puns, and my wife does look at me like, and so I get the Zendaya experience. It's really great.
That's fair. Drinker. It seems Reaper didn't manage to get my channel taken down. Invites Gundam on. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, what's next? Like I've had Sargon on as well. Who else do I have to bring onto this fucking channel?
Watch yourself. Honor guard.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of any specific breed of dog, but I'm wary of big dogs that are strong enough to severely maul or even kill me. Yeah, you probably should be. Pit bulls just happen to fall into that category. I mean, just give the animal the respect that is due. If it can properly kill you, then treat it as such. It's the easy way to go about it. Hail to the bar. I watched American Psycho the other day, and the main thing I got from it was that Jean Grey is more evil than Patrick Bateman, and Stacey Rockford has far less personality than him. Pretty good point, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably support Patrick Bateman first. It's just me. Dog owners should be in a similar category as gun owners. Please be responsible with your doggo. Think that's fair? Yeah. Keep them safe. Keep everyone else around them safe. I had 3 Labradors, sweet dogs, but I also witnessed them absolutely destroy 2 fawns. That's surprising for a Labrador, actually. They then paraded those little deer legs around the yard. Any dog is capable of killing, treat them with respect. Yeah, that is good advice for any pet, but yeah, especially with dogs. Treat them with respect because they can be dangerous. Have you seen the new trailer today for the Chris Hansen-Pattinson movie Primetime in September? Looks good. Oscar bait for Pattinson. Also, I'm looking forward to Super Troopers 3. I like Broken Lizard. Yeah, so I like Broken Lizard too, but, you know, they were great 20 years ago. Club Dread was good. Super Troopers was absolutely fantastic, but, like, Super Troopers 2 wasn't great, and I'm not expecting amazing things from Part 3. They waited too long, man.
Oh, yeah.
Say.
Yeah.
Kind of like Zoolander.
Yeah. Top 10 TikTok dances to end dog racism. There's got to be someone.
Next video.
There's got to be a liberal white woman out there somewhere who's going to make this all about her. Do it through the medium of dance. 1990s Kansas. 3 Rottweilers killed a kid. The owner was convicted of murder. Proved that she trained them in an attack sport, but had no control over them. Does that count? Can you convict a person of murder via the medium of dog?
I don't actually know.
I would certainly like it done if I was mauled to death.
Yeah.
Sure, but then it's... I don't know.
It's an interesting question. I didn't know if that would have been manslaughter or something else. I don't know.
Criminally liable for manslaughter.
Death by dangerous dog. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. I would have preferred if this Spider-Man movie came out after Doomsday and Secret Wars because it sets up the X-Men movie, especially with Jean Grey, which would make more sense story-wise. Yeah, but you don't know if she's going to be a major part of Doomsday, so...
Also, what if Doomsday is just chaos and explosions and all the characters are here, but like, how does it play in, you know, at all? Like having a movie where Professor X exists in it, it's not like Multiverse of Madness would have set up Jean or anything, right? Just because he's there and then gets killed, which I assume is going to happen in Doomsday.
Yeah. Hey, remember Kilgrave? Jessica Jones villain? He mind-controlled a woman and made her stay in bed and not move for a day, and that was portrayed as horrifying, monstrous, and unforgivable. Nah, me neither. Yeah, no, it's only a crime when a man does it. It's fine.
Yeah, and to be fair, Jean never did anything like that. She just threw people in front of trucks and blew them up and shot them and stuff. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Imagine
They'll
being
never
trapped
walk
in a
again.
bed for a day compared to that. Like,
that's just a means to an end. In Doomsday Secret Wars, another Dark Phoenix arc, an unadaptable storyline in film that general audiences loathe.
No,
yes.
Going from leaks, I don't think we're getting Dark Phoenix in Doomsday.
For the fourth time?
No. But the Dark Phoenix arc is an unadaptable story that audiences are sick of. So I hope they don't do that.
They've struggled with it just a bit.
3 times.
Yeah,
failed.
they've tried hard and failed every time.
Real Dark Phoenix has never been tried before.
Yeah,
Right.
just like socialism. Don't knock fortune tellers, ethnic or not. One told me I'd suffer unbearable heartbreak in 14 years. To cheer myself up, I bought a puppy. Never been happier. Oh no. I see where that one's going. No. The amount of people that I've seen defend Jean and even go so far as, I kid you not, going, kissing isn't SA, that kiss wasn't meant to be sexual. Well, Loki murders people and he got redeemed was insane. I hate Jean Wanda fans.
Hey, there's also the other one to that too, which is Yelena harassing Peter to take his clothes off and get in the tub. Switch that around.
That's fine. Yeah.
I was actually thinking when I watched that scene, man. Of course, you have to have Tom Holland do his topless scene, but yeah, you're never ever going to see any of the actresses asked to do the same thing.
They don't even do like.
Bring back Harvey Weinstein.
Not even like Zendaya. Hey, show off your abs or something. Like, nah, not gonna do a single.
Show us that
moment
boy
of that.
chest, Zianda.
Yeah,
Zianda.
Zianda. To quote the Little Platoon Shelby Oaks review, dogs can make powerful allies and terrifying foes, which is why women, minorities, and stupid people get the big dangerous ones they can't control.
I like Little Platoon.
Little Platoon has much wisdom to impart to the world. Gundo judging everyone silently. What do you mean silently?
Silently.
He does it like, verbally.
I say things out loud occasionally that need to be said.
Gundam just hates everyone, and that's why we love him.
I was taught to hate by YouTube moderation.
So with Jean Grey yet again, Hollywood ignores the concept of consent when it's women doing the abusing men. Cool. Yeah.
Multiple characters.
As Despot said, it's like the Nixon thing. When a woman does it, that means that it's not illegal. That's the yeah.
I know, we know.
The flexible morality of Hollywood is great.
It's beautiful in a way.
I love how Bear was absolutely castigated as a monster for his actions and obsession. Meanwhile, Jean Grey is far more evil than he is, and yet she skates by as morally grey at worst. Yeah. Because he recognized how much of a fucking monster he was, and he tried to undo it. She doesn't.
Well,
in fairness, Bear, even after she says, Bear, please kill me,
Bear's a twat.
He does. He continues with the possession, and there's a rape scene. That was really clever, the way Kerry Barker was able to include a rape scene in that, but you don't actually realize it's a rape scene until later in the movie.
Well, I mean, because like I don't want to speak too much on obsession necessarily, because I was just distracted by the whole this has been a huge test for a lot of people, the Jean Grey stuff, and they've just miserably failed, and there's will they be remembered? This is because in a month's time they'll be claiming the reverse. I think I could have sworn I saw a tweet that was these are the same people that in X amount of time will be saying they were always against Jean Grey. They were always against the portrayal, the assassination, the immorality.
Give it time.
Fair enough.
No, it's insane because it's just this. I think that this would have been a lot more difficult of a conversation if not for the guy getting run over by the car. Because things are a little bit more abstract when it's an exploding building and it's guns firing in the street.
She throws MJ off a roof, and she seems to enjoy throwing her off a roof. I mean, you could argue, she knew that Peter was going to save her.
Nope, that's the same guy. It's the same thing with the guy with the car. It's like you put someone in a situation where you're 100% confident they were going to die, and you did not give a fuck.
And the soldier on the roof in the beginning, after with the first building when she crashed the tank, I think didn't she try to throw that guy off the roof too?
Yes. She says, "Save me, Spider-Man," or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Thank fuck for the guy with the car, because all the other examples, people have this like crazy rationale of, nah, she knew Spider-Man would save him. Nah, the explosion showed that there was no bodies. Nah, the guns firing in the street, no one got hurt, no one got shot. You didn't see any bodies. It's fine. The guy with the car has caused so much trouble because it's not only obvious that he's fucking dead, it was done for cruelty only. There's no other motivation for it. It makes no fucking sense. So it's like this awkward thing of, because you guys saw it, right? With the thing of like, no, he's fine. Check the end credits. You can see a guy with a beard in the end credits. So he's fine.
Well, it's like if I was going to follow that logic, like at the end credits of Predator, everyone's alive and well, and smiling again. It's fine. Like, yeah, so don't worry about it.
I will say though, I
thing
do
was just a
think
bit of
I
fun.
do think Burr is the worst villain. Burr's a monster.
You think he's worse than Jean Grey?
Yeah.
No, because he doesn't do it out of malice.
But not originally, but I think that over the course of the movie, he comes to realize what he's doing. And even at the end of the movie, actually, I'll not say, because maybe some people haven't seen it, and it's a really important dramatic element, but I think the end of the movie reveals that he is kind of monstrous, yeah.
No, I don't disagree with that. I just think he's a bit cowardly.
Yeah, he's a coward. He's blinded by his own happiness and his own desires, and he's definitely selfish, but I don't think he's a monster. I don't think he does anything out of malice. I think he does it out of selfishness.
Jean Grey's
I don't think malice is required to be a monster. If you are,
it's not required, but it definitely gets you like a lot further down that road. Like just being a selfish asshole or just being like a coward. If someone's a coward and they deliberately shy away from what's right in order to make their own life better or whatever, that's definitely morally reprehensible, but I don't like classify them as a monster. I would just classify them as weak and timid.
His actions are dictated by what he wants emotionally, physically, and sexually, and ultimately I don't think he allows his pity for Nikki to interfere with that.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Despot on that one. I think there's a lot more to it where he's kind of monstrous. And I don't know if malice is the right word, but I don't know if you necessarily always need malice to be a monster.
I would go by intent, right? And so like when he first makes the wish, he has no idea what it's going to do, obviously. Like when he eventually begins to learn what the truth of this thing is, his immediate reaction is like, okay, I need to explore ways to get her out of this. Like how can I undo this wish and stuff, which to me is the actions of a person who wants to undo their mistake without adverse consequences for themselves. When he realizes that's impossible, he's eventually forced into this position of, I don't know, like he's
following through.
Yeah, it's like I literally have to end my own life in order to like save her. But
then he tries to roll back on that too.
Yeah, and then he pushes out.
I think that was a really important choice. Is like
I would put that down to I would put that down to cowardice rather than malice. And so that's not monstrous. That's just being a weak person.
I also she's a sadist as far as I'm concerned. I just think she's categorically worse than Bear, Jean Grey. She tortures people for fun.
Could they both be monsters though?
I'm not necessarily against that.
Because Jean Grey is absolutely a sadist. Yeah, she's pure evil, means worse for everybody.
Well, here's the interesting
Bear's willing
thing.
to destroy people to get what he wants.
Yeah. Well, here's the way to look at these two characters. Like, Jean is a person who understands her own power and uses it for malicious purposes. Bear is a person who is given immense power, but doesn't understand how to use it. And when he begins to understand the stakes involved in it, tries to back out of it as a coward would. And eventually, fucks it up and gets killed because of it. Those are two very different mindsets in terms of how you use enormous amounts of power to influence other people. So yeah, I think Jean is way worse than him from a moral perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that.
What's the next one? Yeah, mass surveillance for the smiley face. Privacy is somehow a right-wing cause now. Sci-fi author David Brin arguing total surveillance would be wonderful when everyone can do it. Yeah, well, that becomes a thing in this movie.
Spider-Man will usher in a new era. He'll look after us. He'll take care of it all.
We trust him. Don't worry, Mola. If you've got nothing to hide, then you've got nothing to worry about.
I thought it was so weird because the Dark Knight has this come up, and then Lucius Fox is immediately like, "I am fucking quitting if you use this shit." And Batman's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! We'll destroy it. I swear." Like I've sort of stumbled onto this, and then in Far From Home, when he's got the Edith glasses and he starts reading people's texts on their phone, and he's like, "Oh shit, that's wrong. I shouldn't be allowed to do that." But then in this film, not only do they have him doing it citywide, they have the lady, the DeWolf person. She's like, "Oh, that's like illegal." Anyway, and I was like, illegal is one of the issues, I suppose, but it's more about the ethics there, isn't it? And it's like, no,
don't worry about it more. Longman Lives, great. Now when Buffy?
Gary's in Vegas now, right? So probably next week.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mauler, we need help to voluntarily force random into a Gollum Pineapple Pizza stream for a gold donation. You are next. Panel, who is the best female villain in cinema history besides Gone Girl? Yeah, so did you get really random into a Gollum Pineapple Pizza stream?
I'm not sure what that means.
Well, figure it out. Yeah, female villain.
Misery. She's one of the best ones, right?
She's really fucking good.
Yeah. Nurse Ratched. I think she's got to be up there. It's fucking terrifying.
I mean, yeah, she's pretty good. I would say Rose Tico from Last Jedi.
I mean, hell yeah!
In terms of the sheer amount of damage that fucking retard manages to cause, like, yeah, she is definitely up there with some of the worst villains in cinema history.
I was thinking, like, would anyone grab anybody from like Game of Thrones or like Cersei, for example? But it's like, I don't know, maybe.
That's a good one.
Meryl Streep, the worst Prada.
She has moments, but then she's also kind of retarded a lot of the time. Yeah. Nicolas Cage is Spider-Man. Obviously, it's always going to be Spider-Man and Superman and everyone. I'm really not surprised to see people defend Jean Grey. Moral relativism is a very widespread concept now, so much so that I have encountered people online defending Sauron's actions, a literal demon.
Hashtag not all demons, okay?
Sauron is he's just an incel, okay? If he can get with Galadriel, everything would have been fine.
Yeah, it was a romantic comedy in the making, and Rings of Power just took us a different direction.
Hate what that show is, and it's gonna come back soon. We're only a couple months away, and it's gonna be back.
And there's no Harfoots this time, so that means it's more Galadriel.
Yes,
and a love triangle this time.
Give the people what they want, clearly.
Right.
Let's do one more here. Longman, how do you think No Way Home handles jokes made about the Amazing Spider-Man films compared to Brand New Day's joke about Infinity War? Also, thanks for the vid and a rewatch of Home Trilogy healed my brain.
No problem. So the Brand New Day Infinity War joke was weird to me because in universe, right, it's basically mega space Hitler, and they're all laughing about how his plan didn't make any sense. It's like, I don't know if you want to do that in universe one because of how close the events are and how many people are probably going to, like, it realistically would just find it all uncomfortable, but fine. But two, this film's filled with fucking nonsense. I just find it amusing that they're like, ha ha, the films that came before were silly, and it's like, careful there. But whatever, the No Way Home with TASM, I thought Andrew Garfield fucking delivered them top tier, right? So at that point, meta context is that everyone thought TASM films were shit, and they kind of imbue that in the character to an extent, right? He says he's kind of lost it, he's not pulling his punches, and he's gone like a darker path. But at the same time, when they're talking, you got Raimi Spider-Man is basically coming from a place of, he's like the wise Spider-Man who can explain to the other two like what direction they need to take. He's a bit of a mentor to the both of them, trying to tell Andrew Garfield to like not be so self-deprecating, to big yourself a bit, and then direct Tom Holland away from vengeance because it's going to lead to a darker place. Andrew Garfield is like, when he's comparing himself to the other two, he keeps mentioning how his stuff is just not as impressive, not as cool. Do you remember when he's like fighting Electro and he says, "You ain't shit no more," and he just goes, like, because it's fucking, just things he's dealing with or whatever. I think that works. Like, it's using the TASM history, to try and bring Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man further. Because like my favorite appearance of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is in No Way Home, not TASM 1 or 2. But no shot to like I'm not saying, because I think he was really good as Spider-Man broadly. It'd be cool to give him another chance. So I think they handled it better than that Infinity War joke, which I thought was just strange. Especially because I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a discussion on Thanos' plans. Like, there's a response. You know when you say, like, why don't you just make more food? There was people saying, like, well, Thanos wanted to try and get people disciplined, right? If you give them more food, they just make more people, and they're not as... Like, if you take people away, people will think next time about how, you know, they spend their resources or something. So you could respond, but instead they just go, lol, Hulk smash. It's like, ugh.
But that was a meta joke. That wasn't supposed to be where they give an actual answer. That was, hey, we read what you people say on the Twitter about Marvel. Isn't it funny if we just have Hulk go smash? That's all it was. And that there was a few of those which are detrimental. They shouldn't have had those meta lines in there.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're not going to take it seriously, I mean, it results to just a big giant middle finger to the audience. Like, how dare you think about our movies? Fuck you, consume the slop. Like, why don't you just not have that line? It just don't have it. It's fine. The movie would have been infinitely better to just not even point out. Don't lampshade like that. It's fucking stupid.
Which it was disappointing too, because like if you have Bruce Banner trying to teach people, you know, fucking gamma radiation physics, whatever have you. And then I'd be like, yeah, people will ask him about Avengers stuff. And that's the question they went with. If Thanos' plan's got plot holes, like, dude, wouldn't you be asking him about, like, what was it like to jump across buildings or to turn into something like the Hulk? Or blah, blah. It's like, nah, we're not going to do character stuff. We're just going to have him go, whoa, Hulk smash.
How was it like going to space?
Yeah.
And other planets.
Let me just do one more here, just because it was a big old $50 super chat. Run, Hide, Fight, Infidels trailer. Jonathan Majors and Daily Wire movie. Nah.
Really?
So I think that's like a Islamic fundamentalists hijack like a college protest and try to institute like actual, you know, Shia Islamic law on them. Jonathan Majors has to try and save the day. This sounds like fucking garbage. On a side note, Mauler, I am doing a deep analysis on a movie on my channel, and now I know why it takes you 3 years, but a last time enjoying every minute of doing it.
Yeah, man, good at it. Good stuff. Keep at it.
It's a long process, but like I guess that's the path of the long man, isn't it? You have to commit the time, you have to commit the effort, and it's a difficult one. That's why I love doing like 10-minute videos. So easy.
Well, I terrified my fan base by putting out the 40-minute video there. It's,
did they get most? Yeah, well, did they get whiplash? Like, holy shit, you're talking about a thing that happened within the past 6 months? I don't believe it.
No, it's I didn't mean to scare everybody. I am okay, you know. More long videos on the way.
It's great to know that it can be done. I want to see more of these short, long man videos from you.
It really is down to just whether or not I get pissed off, and this one pissed me off a bit. Yeah.
Well, that's nice to see. Anyway, I'm going to finish up there because I'm getting quite drunk now, and I've run out of things to say, and I want to fall asleep. But panel, it's been awesome to have you here. Gundam, I know you're dead right now, but it's nice to have you as well. Oh shit, you just came alive. Damn.
I was reading.
It really is tracking your movements. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I like that. But yeah, everyone who's joined us tonight, I appreciate you guys as well. And obviously, we didn't answer all the super chats, but we will do what we always do, and we'll answer them on last orders, the ones that we've missed out on tonight. Yeah. But thank you guys for joining us. But right now, that's all we've got for today. So go away now.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Phantoms are turning around. The fleet is preparing to fire on our position. We need to get out of here.